Coming at you live from the 405. It's the 5 on the 4 podcast, featuring 5 unironically unique voices in the podcast game of music, sports, and the culture.
What's up, y'all? Another edition from 5 from the 4. Let me introduce the guys. Got Trey to my left, Tevin to my right, Big Lou,
what it do?
and Aurelius on behind the camera, man. And your boy SD Tank right here. What we gonna jump into first, man, just a little check-in as this month is winding down. We getting to the end of the month, last couple weeks, few days. I know it's been kind of chaotic. It seemed like for everybody, energy's been all over the place. All types of stuff going on, just all over the planet. And just want to make sure everybody doing all right. Just a little check-in, how everybody feeling about everything. How you feeling. Just make sure you good.
Shoot, I'm doing good. I'm great, man. I'm with the gang, and man, we about to get this thing going, man. I told you I was gonna be back, baby. Let's go. Let's go, baby. The girls love Big Lou. hey. I know y'all miss me, ladies. I know.
He winking at the camera. I'm doing all right. There's been a lot going on. A lot of music been dropping. A lot of planets is finna be in alignment for the first time in 300 something million, thousand something years.
Who cares?
Type.
That's just me. Planets.
Bro, to be able to see all the planets is not cool to you? Not to see all of them, but like to be able to step outside and say, "Oh, I can see Jupiter. Oh,
No.
I can see Uranus."
No.
Not really. At all.
See, there's something magical about planets
I'm tapped in.
that I'll never go to, right? Because
Right.
I'm never leaving Earth. I'm not one of those niggas who believes in space, okay? I believe that it's true, and I believe that there's other niggas out there. So
How can
Okay,
you, how
have
can
you
you
ever
believe
thought-
in
Hey.
how can you believe in space but
So
like
I'm saying
want to
I
see
don't
planets?
I don't believe in me going to space.
Okay.
I'm not an
Okay.
Elon Musk ass nigga.
Yeah, I was like
Sorry, from the ground of Earth. I
yeah.
wanna see the planets
Okay.
from the ground through a telescope type shit. I don't believe it, like, cause they're building those fucking Mars shits. Niggas can go take trips to Mars or whatever.
You're
Like
not
they're
going to
building-
Mars.
Hell, what? Mars?
hey, yo. Speaking of space,
I
it's some
can't
people
that
that
shit.
believe, you know what I'm saying, philosophers, whatever, that the ocean is space. Do y'all believe that the ocean is really space, or like?
Another
Have you ever? Hey,
Luther,
a little bit.
I would concur with you, brother. I would say that I also am not going too far into the depths of the ocean.
Mhm.
I believe that we just found out that there was an ocean inside of the ocean.
Yeah.
There's an ocean inside the core of the Earth.
Excuse me?
There's an ocean inside the core of the Earth.
That's
Yes.
what I'm saying, bro.
Until somebody get down
Have you ever
there.
heard of Ocean X? Elon
And I
Musk
got some
did
pictures.
research, bro.
or some
like,
video.
literally, like, look up Ocean X. Like,
Them is all
it
words.
gets deep, man. It gets real deep, man. Like, and I hope you can swim. I hope you can swim, bro.
What about breathe? You
I
gonna be
can't
down,
put
like,
down the cup. It has to be like when you really think about it.
It's real dark.
Deep,
Like-
deep
like
space,
how
deep
deep-
water is a lot like outer
And then
space.
even when you think about when they said they went to space, where were they at? Where were they leaving? Or what were they by?
They went to the moon.
The ocean. They let like when they were going off, they were always by the ocean.
Oh, you're saying they take off from like beaches?
Yeah, but
Like, that's-
they say
type
it's just in case no, bro. They was either I don't think that was the front. They was going down there.
Oh,
Bro.
you're saying them niggas went down.
He said they
to
shooting
space.
up.
They shoot
up
to come back.
Bro,
Bro,
I'm
telling
with
bro.
you.
I'm
That's
telling
a.
you,
I
bro.
ain't really thought of it like that,
Right.
but that is a.
Because why are y'all always by? Why are you always by the ocean? Like in every picture you see of them taking off to NASA,
They going down.
bro, they going down, bro. I'm not trying to hear none of that, bro.
I'm going down.
I'm down.
Bro, listen. I'm not on that wavelength. I believe that just as much as we don't know about space, we don't know about the water. That's what I believe.
Sure.
So like submarines and shit, like the people in the Navy who like really do the submarines. No.
They only go so far.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
Far
in that
enough
camp.
that my body ain't making it to the top if that bitch crash, if the whole what the there's a leak. So let me tell you something. Ain't gonna be me down there.
Facts.
No, you're not gonna catch me in the ocean. No way. Unless it's like a cruise or something. That's it. That's a cruise.
On top of the water.
Yeah. I gotta be on top.
Luther, let the people know a little bit about yourself. You know what I'm saying? You just hopped into the last episode. Like, that's what these check-ins is for, so they can really get to know us personally.
I got you. I guess I didn't give
Second episode.
a good introduction last time, other than Big Lou, what it do.
Right.
You know.
You left it.
Well, I'm from OKC. Obviously, I'm with my crew. I've known these boys since high school. I went to Heritage Hall. I played at Eastern Illinois. I played Division I ball. You know, I came back. I taught. I did security. Now I'm trying to get right with y'all now. You know what I'm saying? I'm here for y'all. I want to make sure that everybody's good, man. If I could teach you something or you could teach me something, you know, let me know. You know, just how we ask y'all questions, let us know, chat. If we tripping or whatever, or if we need to know something, shoot. I'm all ears.
Yeah, buddy.
Shoot. But yeah, man. That's to square it up though, you know. I'm here and I'm trying to get with my gang and show y'all that it's more, you know, it's more to it than what y'all know about OKC, man. And the people and the culture, you know, we here too, man. You know, we everywhere.
Preach, nigga.
Shoot, we everywhere.
Me?
Yeah, brother.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna kind of say a little bit about myself as well.
Yeah, buddy.
It's my first time in front of the camera. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'll take Trey, y'all.
Yeah.
Tier 1.
Big chillin'. Y'all niggas really don't need to know too much about me. But I will say I'll be on the betting shit. Heavy on the sports betting.
All of the apps.
Tier 1 Toro, I got 15 apps.
15 of
And
them, huh?
15.
Hot, nigga.
Late. Outside of that, I'll be on the vintage apparel. Tier 1 vintage. This is straight from it.
You see it?
You know what I'm saying? And outside of that, I really be just in my own little world. I tend to tell most people I'm a leaf floating in the wind. You know what I'm saying? And so I just kind of go where like life kind of takes me and shit. And I'm here today. Hopefully, in the future, you'll see me more often.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I wanted to tap into like it was like, how we doing? A lot of shit been going on as of late. Cause there has been. I feel like a lot of niggas fighting like internal wars here as of late, and like myself included. Like I've been kind of in fight or flight mode all my life, and I found a way to like kind of simplify shit down and understand that like, or at least be able to see in a perspective that I'm still blessed for the things, and I've been accepting all of the trials and tribulations that come with life and being able to find good in it. And that has been actually like something that I've really been tapped into here as of late. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like to just check in overall.
So you're saying you've been trying to like find like almost yourself?
Not even necessarily like find myself, but find ways to better communicate with other people.
Okay.
I feel like I've been struggling with that here in like,
Okay.
I wouldn't even say like recently, but like all my life. Finding effective ways to communicate with people of all types. And I've been tested a lot here in the last couple of months. And I feel like that has helped me grow. But like also at the same time, it was rough. You know what I'm saying? Type shit.
Feel that.
Yeah.
Communication is key, by the way.
Big time.
And in all, you know, different fields, every field, communication is key, man. If you don't communicate, bro, that's when stuff go wrong. You know, you make a mistake, mental mistake. You know, you don't let somebody know. Like if you got to be to work on time, you know, you don't let them know, then you get fired. Like,
That shit hard as hell too,
for
bro.
real.
God damn.
Yeah.
Luther, how often are you on time?
Shoot, I'm always better late than never. Better late than never. Shoot, I'm always on time. Right now, shoot, I was on time tonight. Shoot,
Were you?
yeah.
He was here before. He was here before
I
me.
mean, I was here before. Shoot,
Luther was here before me.
I was here before. Really, a lot. Really, I was outside doing my thing. You know what I
Doing
do.
your thug tizzle.
You know, a little purple leisure, you might say. A little
Here
purple leisure.
Here you go.
But he talked that.
Gotta
But
finish
yeah,
the
bro.
whole thing.
Shoot,
Man.
I was on time, man.
No, but to kind of
It is important though. It is important. Being on time is important.
It's just kind of piggyback off of what Trey was like going at like that for me that I'm kind of seeing just in general, but also for myself is it's just been kind of a test of disciplines and
Oh yeah.
finding those like really having to hunker down and like for me I've been kind of doing a lot of reflecting like that was those little things I was doing say in high school training every day to put myself in position to go play collegiate ball or whatever.
Yeah.
Just those daily disciplines are like, nah, I'm gonna make sure we gotta work out before practice, make sure practice good, get another lift in afterwards. And just those little things stacking up, seeing how it does affect on the back end of like, nah, I really do pay off.
Yeah, like when you
Those
stack
efforts,
days,
the efforts really do.
real talk.
You know, it don't matter at the time as long as the effort being put in, it never fails. So it's like
big facts.
it's really just trying to re-harness those foundations of the disciplines. Like, nah, I'm gonna get this done no matter what. I'm gonna get these 3 things done every day type stuff.
I
So
think the word is realignment is what it sounds like. Can't let something knock you off.
Yeah.
Gotta realign.
Yeah.
Do
So
not
make sure
procrastinate.
That's the highlight word right
Yeah.
there. Realignment all
Yeah.
January,
Facts.
bro. Realignment.
Gotta lock in.
yeah,
That was good. Aurelius, what is your check?
Tell me, you ain't really check in.
I'm not doing all that.
You need to check in.
Yeah, hey, everybody got to check in.
Yeah, I mean,
chat.
yeah, you
You
kind of gotta check in.
At least you know something.
we give you a little bit more time. Aurelius, how you?
right.
Yeah, figure it out.
Man?
Figure it out.
You know what I'm saying? I'm doing all right. I'm about to travel to New York later this week. So
Okay.
I'm looking forward to that. I feel like I kind of exist in between all my trips. You know, it's like I be looking forward to the next trip. That's what-
Okay.
yeah. So I got like New York, which I need to do better about for real. Like of living in the moment and staying present here in Oklahoma City for real. Cause this is home, you know. So I want to enjoy here and like being home and being around friends and family and shit. But yeah, man, work is stressful. Shit is stressful. There's a lot going on.
Yeah.
Obviously, while we recording this, yesterday was the inauguration of a white supremacist, of a Nazi, of somebody who I'm not too fond of, and so. You know, it's a lot going on in the world, and like the work that I fucking do is like, you know, it's in response to that, but also it's about trying to build community despite all of that. And so, yeah, man, it's heavy, but also it's like I feel good being with y'all and being with my community, and just trying to find a way through it. And I know that, you know, we survived worse. Our people have survived worse. We survived the last administration of this guy, the last administration of Biden and Harris, and we're gonna survive this administration too, and we're gonna be all right. So yeah, I'm doing all right.
Hey, Miles, how do you feel the fact that it was on Martin Luther King's birthday or Martin Luther King Day?
That shit
Like,
felt
how do you feel?
It felt like just another slap in the face, you know, like you talk about January alignment, you talk about the planets aligning and shit. This is like the worst.
No, everything is really
aligning
showing its colors.
Terribly, for real, because it's just
facts.
like I saw this one post of like it was like a Martin Luther King picture, bro, and it's like worst birthday ever because this nigga getting inaugurated because like he really stands for everything opposite of what Dr. King stood for real, like of like equality, of justice, of fucking economic justice, all this stuff. So. Yeah, man, it was crazy, but also like I just tried to focus, you know, yesterday on Dr. King's legacy and what he did, and on the good that's also happening, like in Oklahoma and in Oklahoma City specifically, and like just in the communities that we pushing for out here, you know, like culturally, musically, all of that. Like, there's good shit happening too. It's not just all fucking bad or dark or nothing like that. But yeah, that shit was crazy. It was crazy timing. It was not good timing at all. But also maybe that shit is a wake up call for people of like, you sharing this man's quotes and shit. You reading these quotes and then you looking at his main man Elon Musk throwing up the Nazi sign. You know, like straight up throwing up fucking crazy ass Nazi sign like we in the early 20th century. You know, it's just like it's real bananas to see, but hopefully people saw that contradiction and like are awakened to like who this man is and who his administration is, you know. And yeah, we gonna see. This shit, it's gonna be spooky. It's gonna be spooky.
Facts. Did y'all work yesterday?
Nah.
Okay, good.
Did you?
I mean, like my workplace was open, I was off.
Good.
You know what I'm saying? Necessary.
Dispensaries don't be giving a fuck.
They don't give a
The
fuck for
smallest-
shit,
The
bro.
smallest thing I feel like we can get is black people should be off MLK Day. Niggas should be off MLK
But
Day.
to that
And
point,
like,
I do feel like
even
it
if
threw
like
off.
you gotta stay open, just schedule the other niggas.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Give a day
Like,
off unofficially.
yeah,
Yeah.
Martin Luther King Day,
that shit threw
Juneteenth,
it threw all the
Yeah.
what's the name
easy.
automatic.
off. It threw the whole energy off for the day.
No punishment, no
Yeah, the
you know,
natty going
no
on,
disciplining.
Basketball,
Every
MLK basketball wasn't the same.
It
It
should
was
have
just
been
kind
a
of like,
good day.
yeah.
It should have been like, oh yeah, I'm looking for it. Like maybe Marcus Freeman gonna get his first one. Like this shit gonna be cool.
Yeah.
No, nigga. This is a great day for racism. This is what they gonna remember for real. Like no, it was not good. It was not. I was trying to avoid that shit at all costs. Then I'm watching the Natty. We're gonna talk about this later, but that nigga come on.
Mm-hmm.
His ugly ass orange face, nigga. That dirty ass tan he had on, bro. Did not like it.
Get him.
Did not like it.
I can't stand looking at that man.
You know, they used to be, they be on the mama jokes. Get him. Oh,
But yeah, that's me, man. You know, I got my margarita courtesy of Revolution, you know what I'm saying? Sponsor us.
Shout out.
Sponsor us, you know what I'm saying?
He does like your food.
That shit bomb, huh?
The popcorn I had was gas.
I need to try it. They got popcorn.
Nigga took some home.
What?
Got a bag to go.
Like, do they like?
Revolution is really like that. We gonna start doing food reviews or something on the pod. Something.
Hey, I got that too, chat. Reviews coming soon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Me and my boy Tank went to Texadelphia, man. We'll let y'all know that nacho go crazy.
Texadelphia crazy.
Go crazy.
Texadelphia crazy.
I've never been to Texadelphia.
We should do like spots that like we love to go eat. Thai house.
That one spot
Please.
that when we was at the parlor the other day.
That chicken.
Hey, bro.
Raised chicken.
Hey, bro. That chicken spot went crazy.
No, like we should go around and do some shit.
That would be hard.
I do want to do a responsible bar crawl too, like
Just
trying
checking
our favorite drinks at different spots too.
Singular drinks
Drink
at
Yes,
each
sir.
one.
Yes, sir.
Okay, what's
Responsible.
y'all's favorite drink? though?
So just like Uber.
Everybody, hey, what's Miles? What's
Definitely Uber.
Yeah.
Miles?
That's
What's
a
your
hell of a
favorite?
endorsement.
Your
Yeah.
favorite alcoholic beverage?
How
Responsible.
quickly do you get an Uber around the city?
Oh, my girl could Uber us.
Did you hear
For
me?
real.
That would be fire.
What's your favorite? What's your favorite drink, Miles?
My
responsibly.
favorite drink, bro,
Uber.
I'm a mojito guy and a margarita guy, a paloma guy. So I love tequila for real. But I used to only be on whiskey and coke. I used to be a very simple, basic nigga.
I was kind of the
Whiskey and
same
Coke?
way.
Just give me a
low-key.
Wells whiskey and coke. You know what
Yep.
I'm saying? But now, you know what I'm saying? I done
Evolved.
I done
Got a
jumped
palate.
over, you know what I'm saying? I done gotten with a Mexican, you know? So now I'm on the tequila shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tequila, I
Tequila's
realize it's
fire.
fucking buses.
Oh yeah.
You know, give me the Palomas,
Hey, that
the
tequila
Mars.
gets you lit. Tequila me.
Tequila,
Tequila
nigga.
me.
Tequila going stupid.
Hey, y'all know that? Y'all remember
Yeah.
that song? Yeah. Okay.
Tequila going stupid.
Hey, them girls.
Yeah, I'm fucking with the tequila.
What's your shit? What's your shit?
Man, I'm a tequila too. I got a bad thing with the rump too, man. Rumplements, I call it rump for short. But
What's that?
Shit tastes
it's like a
It
little
tastes like
minty-
a
it tastes
mint, bro. It's like
Christmas.
mint vodka.
Hey, Rumple. Hey, rump.
I gotta look that up.
Sponsor me, man.
Yeah, it's like a
It
mint
tastes like Christmas.
vodka, bro.
It tastes like peppermint, bro. It really is smooth.
Is it vodka?
Nah, it's not even vodka.
It's something clear.
It's like super sweet though.
Something clear.
Yeah, that rumple.
Schnapps.
That's it?
Oh yeah.
Peppermint schnapps.
It tastes like Christmas, baby.
It's liqueur.
Let me unwrap you,
It's a
baby.
liqueur, yeah.
But that shit do-
My favorite liqueur is that Di Serrano. I ain't gonna lie to you.
See, I ain't really.
Your
I
favorite
got a real
liqueur?
short list.
Is is Di Serrano.
Okay.
Oh, that's Serrano.
Like,
Serrano is good.
For
That
me,
is good.
I'm the same. Like, I'll do dark, but I'll really do any of the dark drinks. If I'm not just gonna do a whiskey coke, I'll do an old fashioned somewhere. Type shit.
What's your favorite whiskey?
He's a bag collector, y'all.
But I will say, I don't really like clear, so like I really won't get too many like margin stuff. But like I will get some champagne, like some mimosas.
Okay.
I will mimosa it up in the morning.
That shit.
And I do like amaretto sours. They just don't get me there. So it's like I get that if I'm just feeling a little bougie, I'm here for the taste for a date. Might get an amaretto sour, but like that's not really doing it.
So you feeling bad and bougie, huh?
Bad. Amaretto sour.
Who left bad? Who left take? Hold on. What is it? No. I love Takeoff. No disrespect, but that's what they. But it's just like
academics was like, who left?
Because they're still remembering him because he got mad. He was like, "What you mean?"
No, that nigga act was like, he said, "Tex, so how you feel about being left off Bad and Bougie?" He said, "Who was left off Bad and Bougie?"
Right.
So I got paid.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm not really like an alcohol connoisseur or anything like that. I'm definitely more of a fan of tequila now. I wasn't really like drinking much outside of like yak prior.
Oh,
Yeah. Any of them. It didn't matter. Type shit. Like Hennessy, Douce, Courvoisier.
Grandpa.
Hey, bro.
Niggas call me.
And I drink, and I drank that shit with grapefruit juice. Real talk. That shit would go crazy. And I evolved, but like I ain't really evolved. It's just more like now it.
Which kind though?
What? Tequila?
What kind of cognac?
Like Douce?
Yeah.
Like preferred?
Yeah.
Like all of them. Like not a connoisseur at all. Like honestly, whatever's in my pocket. Whatever's in my pocket, whatever fit the budget.
So now LeBron Hennessy.
You off that E&J?
I haven't had it. I rarely go to the. I still have that tequila from when it was LeBron's birthday, and it hasn't been touched.
Lobos.
Hey, tequila.
That one, but the second one.
Lobos go crazy.
Lobos I do like. Yeah.
Imagine your logo right here. You know what I'm saying?
Oh. So I'm doing all right. Making it. Life has been lifing.
Yeah.
Keep my family in your prayers. Yeah, there's just been a lot going on for me. So, like I've been talking about, I've been having to try to realign myself. I'm in the process of. I still am in the middle of trying to realign myself, but I'm doing that. Trying to write some more poetry. I might see some poems from me.
Okay.
Just some nigga shit. I might talk about some crazy shit.
Let it out, man.
You know, it's real powerful of you to like still be like doing everything that you're doing, even amidst
I
of
took
all
a
of that.
week off last week though, but no.
It's necessary. It's still. I mean, like you're here today.
Yeah, facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
And some people allow things to happen and not necessarily like they hermit sometimes. You know what I'm saying? And it speaks volumes that you're even here still today.
And these niggas can tell you that's what I was doing in high school. I'd go in the shell.
Yeah.
I'd just say fuck it, back. Yeah. I don't care.
Yeah.
And I could get away with it at that time, but I had niggas who still were like, hey, at some point, nigga, you don't have to.
Yeah, you gotta.
Can't just be in my house all goddamn day and night, nigga. Not tell me why you here.
Real.
But nah, yeah, I do appreciate the people who have reached out, checked on me. All the niggas here have done so. So I do appreciate y'all, especially. But yeah, there's been a lot too that went on that I didn't even really get to fucking enjoy. Rather, I enjoyed it or not was been something, but like I didn't even really get to watch my Vikings play. Shout out to that nigga Sam Darnold.
Kirk Cousins Jr.
You didn't get to enjoy that at all. That was
I hardly got
What
to
much
watch
to
it.
enjoy, right?
He didn't play well. He didn't miss nothing.
Shit, I had on, nigga had on the jersey. I was excited.
Yeah.
Didn't get to enjoy that shit. The Natty was boring as hell. I was rooting for the black man. And actually, this
You
this
know,
could be-
honestly-
this could be a little. Hold on, this
Yeah, go
actually
ahead.
could be a little good transition, so we can get into Natty. I was rooting for the black man,
Same.
so I was like, you know what, fuck it.
My hard-earned
Lamar
dollar was on him.
lost. Lamar lost. This is Martin Luther King Day. I was really like, I don't like Notre Dame. I don't really trust you. I've never trusted you in my whole life of watching college football. And then I was like, you know what? No, this one of them days, bro. I can't cheer for a white man right after Josh Allen just beat the black man. Fuck this. I was like, let's go Notre Dame. They showed me exactly why I don't root for them niggas. But they didn't.
It was
do
a valiant
they came
effort.
back. They
It was a
came
very
back.
valiant
They came
effort.
back, which is something they don't do. So I will say they did fight, which is better than they did in our past. They normally lie the fuck down.
Yeah.
They normally just like take that ass whooping. But they did fight. I respect him for that. The one thing I also will say is Ryan Day. How the fuck you win a national championship before you can beat the Michigan Wolverines? Hey, bro, I don't give a fuck about this national championship, bro. You little brother, bro. That's all I gotta say about the situation. That's all I gotta say. What's y'all think? Oh,
I think a show hasn't beat them.
and fuck Donald Trump. I don't give a fuck about you and my football, bro. I never thought that I'd be one of them niggas that was like, Taylor Swift, you almost got me there for real.
I'm tired of seeing her.
But seeing Donald Trump on my TV screen in the middle of a fucking football game, I almost broke my TV. Like
So
I got mad at my father. I said, Dad, did you change the fucking channel? Nobody want to watch this shit. He said, I ain't done nothing.
So you saying you rather see Taylor than Trump?
Absolutely. And I don't like her.
I don't want to see neither one of them.
I don't want to see either. But if I had to pick, show me Taylor.
Show me the fans, man.
That was crazy, and I would like to get to the bottom. Like, was it ESPN who said, "Yes, sir, please"?
How much time was dedicated to Trump?
Or
It was like a minute and a half ish.
It was.
That's crazy work.
It was a good, and it was just him speaking.
And
like
it didn't say this is courtesy of Trump for America. No,
it was just
that
him.
shit was.
Oh, he was talking?
Talking
all that time
in the middle of the fucking screen.
How many, like, has that ever happened?
That's what I
Never
don't.
seen it. Never seen it.
Wicked.
And
They don't go to the game after the
That's what I'm saying.
inauguration.
Said, let's go celebrate.
But no, it was definitely
It
it was definitely scheduled because like
Yeah, for sure.
you don't just put it on Martin Luther King Day.
Braun was
You
there.
don't schedule you schedule a national championship on that day because it's lucrative, but you don't put the inauguration. The president never is at any game right after. He's supposed to be in office.
And did y'all see that at the coin toss they had Dr. King's kids or grandkids?
Yeah.
Like, people from the King
Oh,
Center
yeah.
for Nonviolence.
Oh,
They were there, but they didn't say a word. They didn't get a speech or nothing. But then Trump get a whole. So fuck you, ESPN.
And like they had
Hey,
they had
did you
the
see when
opportunity to make all like look, if he was gonna do it on what's the name, bring the family on, bring the members of the family to the inauguration. If you really gonna do that,
But
then
got a
if you're gonna
nigga
be
dancing on top of the
ESPN, give
fucking
him
stadium.
give a shout out somewhere on the day.
hey, to
But
pick
you
That was
got a
crazy.
nigga
Nigga was on the
dancing
stage.
on top of the fucking stadium.
I know them people was mad. That was just like we gonna see Travis Scott.
Hey, to piggyback on what y'all was saying about his, you said his daughter was at the game.
I think it was his.
Did you see when she thought she was going to flip the coin?
Yeah.
And she looked, and the ref was just like, "Nah, man."
With that southern ass accent.
Yeah,
Like,
like-
we the refs from the Southern Conference.
He like, "Nah, man."
Oh shit, this nigga from Mississippi.
Women don't belong here on our football field. That's exactly.
You're not
what
from
I'm
around
talking
these
about.
parts, boy.
Woo.
Shout out Martin Luther King Jr., man. Shout out to the whole King family. All right.
But to the game, a synopsis of the game. I mean, it looked good from the start. Notre Dame started out strong. 15 plays or 18 plays.
A single possession,
10
not a
drive,
start.
you know.
Just the possession.
It looked like a good recipe.
Just the possession.
That was
But-
on the boys.
Marcus Freeman does have something brewing. He has a dynasty waiting. Now with NIL, they finna start stealing some recruits. That Notre Dame money is finna get to talking. And he they got a black man up there. He might put the names on the back of the jersey the whole season. Because because it's his Kyle. And like that means a lot at a place like Notre Dame. So the rest of the country got to watch out.
That is crazy. I forgot they didn't do that.
Mm-mm.
What did that just happen?
They did it in the playoffs so players could get paid, so people would know who they're talking about.
That just happened.
Yeah, that.
What just happened?
Because Notre
Names
Dame
on the
never-
back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Notre Dame has never put their
Yeah.
They've always been like the name of the team.
Mhm.
Who else does that?
U-
Oh,
U-
Navy, Air Force, Army do that. They
USC
put-
does it too.
USC does it. Yeah, there was somebody else.
Yeah, all the Top
Yeah.
Gun motherfuckers.
Penn State.
Who?
I'm just saying Top Gun, like
Penn State does. Yeah, they don't put the
Yeah, I
names on
think
there.
Penn State
either.
too,
Facts.
like the Army and the Navy, the Top
Yeah.
Gun motherfuckers.
But Notre Dame.
They don't got the cachet. Yeah.
Notre Dame's one of the most basic uniforms in the country, though. Like,
Yeah.
it's very simple: blue, gold, and white.
That shit ain't changed.
Maybe a
in
green.
years.
Never.
Mhm.
Yeah,
It's better.
Rudy wore those
Yeah.
uniforms.
I'm a Texas fan. Ohio State. We'll see you week 1. We're waiting on the schedule, so I know the date.
I'm not gonna lie. For it to have been, it was like what it was like the 18th. It was Saturday they played, right?
They
Or
play
was it
Monday.
Sunday?
They put them on the kicker.
Okay, so
It was
yeah,
the
I'm
20th.
tripping, big tripping.
Yeah,
But like,
this
it was yesterday. But like, bro, so that was yesterday. It's the 20th. Then that first half was so terrible. For you to like the
I turned it off. I started playing 2K.
I didn't even watch that.
like thinking about like the
I ain't
playoff
watched that shit
schedule.
yet.
You know what I'm saying? How many games it was, and for like the quality of games that we got. I don't know if I'm fucking with that. I don't know. I don't. Yeah, I know that there has to be enough time in between, but like, it's too much time. Like, it's like a couple weeks from now, we watching the Super Bowl. I felt like normally it was like a month in between, and you give me a shitty game to where like at halftime I'm willing to turn
So
that
with
shit
no
off.
Playoff, it used to be after conference championship week.
Mm-hmm.
The Natty was played a little over 3 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
So it's played like 24 to 20, like almost 4 weeks, 4 or 5, like
Yeah.
4 or 5 weeks after the last game. But I don't know the playoff structure.
I
think
was
it's
kind of
just
cool with the previous like playoff bracket, like just
I think
4.
with the longer season, we just gotta get used to it because the way the games went, it ain't much different than how the NFL playoff games, first round playoff games,
Yeah.
second round, and then semis go.
I also think too, this was the first year. I think that some teams weren't necessarily ready, and I don't think that that's necessarily like a bad thing. I think that this also is just going to be one of those points in time where it's like, this should have been done years ago, over a decade.
Yeah.
When there was teams that were
When
actually,
they were first probably bringing up the idea of having a playoff.
well, and when there was teams where it's like, not that those teams weren't good. Boise
Mhm.
State's not a good football team, and things like, but like there were teams that like we were actually like, no, these are good football teams, and they're playing in the Popcorn Bowl, undefeated.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and I think those teams were a little bit better, but I think this is going to be the start of sort of rebuilding that in a time where like the Power 5 is killing.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, if you're not Power 5, you're not really getting talked about. Now, with NIL and everything else and the playoff, people have the opportunity to go play at smaller schools
Mm-hmm.
who still have talent, right? Who are going to have an opportunity to go play in playoff games. Who I think can still compete. I just think it's going to take a little bit. Like, I think we were just late on doing it.
Mm-hmm.
And now we're going to have to wait a little bit for those teams to be
Be
built back
ready.
up.
No, just I say give it a few more classes.
Yeah, like, I don't even think
because the
it'll be-
landscape is changing. You got like Vanderbilt signed 24 stars.
Yeah.
That don't happen ever, and that's gonna be consistent now. That's gonna be a new norm where it's like schools like Vanderbilt's, your Kentucky's in football, your Cal Berkeley's,
Mm-hmm.
these other schools you wouldn't think about as like Kansas, like these schools you wouldn't think about as contenders. It's like, oh no, they getting actual 5 stars. Just as crazy as Travis Hunter going to Jackson State. It's like,
Yeah. I just like there's something about it for me that was just like there's too much time like going by in between games that's like my interest is gone.
I think that could be a week.
Where it's like maybe
Hey, word
instead Yeah, they were
Are
all a
they a
week.
week?
They're about a
Every
week.
felt like they were
every
But it's
playoff
like,
game was a week apart.
I'm not gonna
They
lie to
played
you.
Thursday,
Give them
Friday,
like a 4 or 5
Thursday
day
and
prep
Fridays.
time, and then like go neutral site.
I
Go bubble type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like go neutral site, so that way like you don't have to incorporate travel. You still get rest. Shorter weeks. Yeah, that sucks. But like, nigga, you're here.
How
You're
many
on
days
like
you talking about
5 days max.
to play how many
like
games?
like the playoffs.
5 days.
5 days in between games instead of a full week.
I was like 5 days.
So,
to play
like-
multiple
Yeah,
football
they just
games.
there for a month. We
At
here for
one
we
point,
And
here
you
at-
don't go
play in
nowhere.
one
You
state
play.
got 12
Yeah.
teams here. We got 2 stadiums we could play at, and boom, y'all got.
Because it like that was my thing. Like I lost interest because it's like,
There was
bro,
too
it's the
many games.
20th. Normally, like niggas was like it was like
The season was over
After-
2 weeks ago.
it was like
It's
New
like
Year's.
Day
It was like New Year's was like, all right, we about to see a lot of
'cause it
games.
was the New Year's 6 that was normally the playoff.
Mm-hmm. So that's my issue because now it's like it went so far into the NFL playoffs too that like I was more focused on the NFL playoffs than the college football
Was
playoffs.
it the teams though? Like, would you have been more interested if it was?
My
if it
team
was
made the
Texas-
playoff.
If it was Texas, no, I'm saying the championship though. Like,
Mhm.
if it was Texas versus one of these teams.
The teams-
would you have been more
I
interested?
wasn't that very interested in the
I
teams,
feel like Notre Dame's narrative is not
but I don't
exciting.
like. I'm not heavy into college football outside of Georgia football. So like
Right. That's
I
that's
think it
the
would
thing.
have definitely
That's
had.
a good amount of people for real.
To
You know what I'm
that-
saying? Like I'm just watching my team. If I'm gonna watch other football, I'm probably gonna watch NFL.
Yeah. If Texas was playing last night, this nigga Tank is glued in 2 hours before. But instead, that nigga was playing 2K by the second half.
Facts.
That's college football.
But to a degree,
So
like
you
just
been taking L's all year, so
on, on ESPN, like just even the marketing for the Natty, they kind of realizing that they this draw or aura that Notre Dame has had, they really don't have it no more. They really can't market it. It like ain't nobody really watching Notre Dame on CBS on Saturdays. They the only game on there.
And the narrative around like they just be on bullshit. Join a conference, play some
Yeah.
fucking teams, and like I
And
know
they-
that I know that that's not all like that. And that's not the coach's fault all the time, shit like that. But I'm saying like we not gonna keep having these conversations about Notre Dame being good, and then they get their backs blown out in big games when y'all ain't playing nobody all year, all the time.
That's true.
And they,
All the
AD
time.
said we not going. Like we like our independence. Like they like to
And-
just play the field.
And that's what I'm saying. Like Boise State had good games. You know what I'm saying? They just
Yeah.
lost a nasty one. Like right, like I don't necessarily blame them. Right? I do think the mama was a little big, but they Oregon also pooped it.
One thing that helps Notre Dame too, Marcus Freeman. I'm watching you over the years with this because you did something slick this year. That man played. They went out of the country twice. They played in Ireland. First game like week 0, and then another game like
Shout
in
out
the
to
middle of the
Irish.
season. But Notre Dame is the only team in the country. They had 9 home games out of a 12-game
That's-
season.
Yeah, you told me about that shit too. Them niggas left.
They went out. They only had 1 true road game.
So they enjoyed that in the end. Listen,
So it's very slick. It's very slick.
okay, but this is the other thing, right? It was an 8th seed and a 7th seed last night, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So is that not a benefit of the playoffs, right? Normally, with the 14 playoff, it was 1-on-1.
Now it's 2 ranking.
Or it's 2 versus 1.
Yeah.
There was a
So-
7-8.
Is that not a good thing from the playoff? Is that like you got teams who otherwise wouldn't have made the 4,
Yeah.
right? Like they was both outside of the 4, and they made the championship. So
They were what's the name though? By ranking though, Ohio State was 3. Notre Dame was like 5 or 6.
what do you mean by ranking?
Like by like poll
End of
ranking.
season,
Notre
like
Dame-
end of
Notre
season
Dame
ranking,
wasn't-
and then like the bowl ranking.
So
Notre Dame was-
bowl
so that's
seating
just
is
the
different than
seeding.
your overall ranking.
Notre
Tournament
Dame
seed.
wasn't a conference winner, so they couldn't have been top 4
They couldn't have been
regardless.
four.
Yeah.
And
Ohio State lost to Michigan.
They was out, so they was. I think they were.
but Ohio State still won their conference.
They were on some like wild
no,
card
Oregon
shit.
won. They didn't play for it.
Oh, Oregon is in the Oregon.
So
is
I
in
think
that
they was ranked
conference.
like 5 and 6. First out.
Which I think that's still like that is a benefit, like having that, just the interest because it spanned over so long.
That's the name of the time.
Like I mean,
It's gonna turn into the league though. They finna have at Big Ten finna have 24 teams, and the SEC finna have 24 teams, and that's gonna be the pool of your 12 best teams in the country.
Type.
And like Boise State gonna crawl into the Big Ten. Miami will crawl into the SEC. Clemson will crawl into the SEC. Clemson might go to the Big Ten. Notre Dame, if that happens, Notre Dame will have to join.
Yeah.
They can't keep ducking the Big Ten. Go play Ohio State and Michigan every year.
Real talk.
So do y'all think that Lamar Jackson is going to be considered to be the Charles Barkley of the NFL?
Oh, shit. You're not hitting on shit.
Yeah.
But shit.
You're not.
I mean, okay.
You're not hitting on shit.
That was spicy. That's what you're not hitting. That's why you're not hitting on shit. That was hot.
It was hot.
That was
Coming in
hostile. He said Lamar Jackson
hot.
is Charles Barkley. Let me see.
Here's my
Charles Barkley,
No.
great player, phenomenal talent. Very different at the time, kind of transcendent in a way, being a dominant big man at his stature and in the way he played.
Yeah.
But he couldn't get over the hump. Many playoff appearances, outperforming many guys, performing well against the best of the best, but seeming to fall short. That sounds very familiar.
I got a question.
Feels like deja vu, huh?
It's kind of relative.
I don't know ball enough. Who did Charles play with? Like, did he play
The
teams?
Sixers and the Suns?
Not teams, teammates.
He played
did
with
did
Moses Malone.
Moses Malone in Philly.
Old Moses,
He played-
though.
Yeah, old Moses.
Great player, but yeah, he was old.
Was he
Like,
there
I
with
wondered,
KJ?
did
No,
he
that
play
was
teams
no. He
that
played
were
with Kevin
better than him?
Johnson.
Was he the
Yeah.
only nigga on his team?
He had a guard. And,
It was
no,
like
he was backpacking.
He was the nigga.
He was backpacking. In Phoenix, it was Charles Barkley running
Yeah.
the floor.
When he played Jordan,
Doing everything. I'm gonna get the board. I'm 6'4", 6'5". I'm gonna start this fast break. I might finish
No,
it.
or he lost in the finals to
To
Mike.
Jordan. But he went to a final.
But he was hooping like in
Hooping.
them finals. I'm talking about like Jordan got 41 and 10 because Charles got 37 and 8 and 7.
Charles Barkley closer to Mike Vick than he is Lamar.
Do you think that Mike
Eh.
Vick is better than Lamar?
That's-
Or
No.
Okay, I just want to make sure
No.
people know your opinion.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's kind of disrespectful.
and Charles Barkley got an MVP at least one. Right?
Yeah.
If not
Yeah.
multiple.
He got
I
one.
think he got one.
So like Lamar.
Lamar got like what, 3?
Yeah.
Two?
Lamar's
Back-
about to have
back to
three.
back?
He's about to have
He's
3
got
and be
two, but
triple
he's
crown.
about
Okay.
to have 3. You know what I'm saying? Which is insane to not have a ring for sure.
Yeah.
But I think he'll be regarded as higher than Charles Barkley. But also Charles Barkley is a Hall of Famer. He's widely respected. Niggas probably listen to his opinion more than Jordan's, honestly, just because he's on TV. And Lamar can have that same kind of trajectory. And I think that's a higher stature to be in than a nigga who's just silent on shit. Now, if you that rich, you don't have to talk on shit like Jordan, but that is the case. But as far as just playing career, I think Lamar will end up being better, being higher in his respective sport than Charles Barkley was. Because I do think Lamar will get over the hump. Like, I think he'll end up with a ring for real. Because I think he's getting
I
better.
hope he do.
He's
I
getting
really hope he
better
do.
every fucking year, bro. And
I'm still on your
we
team,
gonna see
Lamar,
we
man.
gonna
I'm
see
still
what
with
happens
you,
this
Lamar.
year, but like Patty Mahomes had a fucking bad year, bro. He did not have a good year. We gonna like he's still in the playoffs, but he did not have a good year. And Lamar was hooping now in the playoffs. He had a so-so game. Like he didn't poop it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it wasn't
He
bad.
was in position to win it, right?
Yeah, like it was a
But he
close
like
dropped
game, bro.
Lamar,
He got the ball to the nigga whose job it is, who gets paid tens of millions of dollars to catch the ball. He got the ball to him. And
Yeah. That last drive corrected
So
corrected his mistake of giving
all
up the
of it.
touchdown.
All of it.
The
So I
fumble
do
and the
think,
scoop
like,
score.
He only has one playoff trajectory, right? That's
Mhm.
his fault for real. Because this shit is not his fault
Also,
How,
this is what I will say.
this year.
It's I can't take all the blame off of him. I don't think it was all his fault, and I do still think that he's better than Josh Allen. He performed better than Josh Allen that day. He did.
Continue.
Two passes.
Continue. Because I got something to say too.
Lamar
Josh Allen
Jackson.
just protected the ball. That's all he did better.
Lamar
Just two
Jackson
passes.
was
That's game management, not game
he
changing.
was in a
Shout out
he
to Cam.
was clearly, and it showed. The Ravens did not come to play that first after that first possession. Sort of looked like that damn Notre Dame game. Like it took a lot for them to get going. Once they got going and settled into the game, Lamar was doing everything that he was supposed to do. And those two early, the pick, nasty, inexcusable.
But he ain't been throwing
The
any
fumble,
type shit all year.
The fumble, exactly.
So like
The fumble, Lamar trying to do some Lamar shit. You not like the more I think about it, it's like
Yeah.
I could have told Lamar, like I can say all that I want. Lamar, go down. It's wet. It's snowy. But
but
the
he's
same
Lamar
nigga
Jackson.
who can have
He
took
can
that
make
shit.
that 100 yards.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. So
Yeah.
like that one, I give
say
a
shit
little,
to
I give a little
Grace.
bit more grace with
Yeah.
that one. Outside of the pick, to me he still played better.
See, this is where my
Then
issue
Josh.
comes though, because we can't call Josh Allen
Here
for
you go,
putting
here you
these
go.
putting these
Take
things.
us a Lamar hater if y'all ain't
I'm not a hater. I'm just holding them to the standard of what I hold everybody else to. I'm not gonna lighten what it is. Because when I'm watching the other guys play, they game changes in the playoffs because they know it just every possession, literally every possession. If we can get 3, that matters. That's if I don't turn it over, it matters. If we end with 0, it matters.
Sure.
If you look at the stats of the guys that's winning, it's not the guys that's throwing for more than 200 yards, honestly. It's kind of happened with C.J. Stroud in the Chiefs game. He was balling. They wasn't doing bad. But Patrick Mahomes made the most of every possession. He got all the first downs he needed to get a field goal. He got all the first downs to get a touchdown when he needed it. And these guys are finishing with, like, it's weird in the way the game is played now, and we get to the high leverage games, and it's 17 pass attempts, 125 yards, a rushing touchdown, and 2 passing touchdowns that's winning. And on the other
I
sideline,
think it was 2 rushing.
yeah, and on the other sideline, even like the Lions, on the other sideline, you got Jared Goff throwing the ball all over the field. And it's an L. Same with Lamar. He was tossing it all over the field, getting it done, but it was like it's just not sustainable. And we can't call one a game manager and he missed 2 passes. And when I'm giving grace to the dude that's like, you gotta factor this in. It's snowing and slippery.
Yeah.
Fall on the ball, keep the ball next play type stuff.
And I don't think that I disagree with like, yes, we can be critical and we can understand. Watching that football game though.
No, I'm not. This ain't last year versus Chiefs.
No,
This is
like,
completely
watching
different
This
vibes.
football game, Lamar did like all.
No,
like,
it was
yes,
other than the
yes,
turnovers, he did his
he
job.
fumbled that ball. He threw that pick correct. Every opportunity that had to win that game, he put them in, and he did so with purpose. He knew what he had to do to make that game work.
Yeah.
And it's like even outside of the last Mark Andrews drop, there were plays throughout the game. Why are we not running the ball 3 times on the 2-yard line? Like, which
Yeah,
not
again,
Lamar's
that's
fault.
not all to him.
Like so,
But
I
that's
hear
it's
you.
the issue
We
with the
can be
Ravens.
And I mean, at the Saints, like he was throwing it to the guy that led the team in receptions too.
We can be critical of, yes, he didn't win the game. He still had those turnovers. We can accredit that. That was wrong. And also, he had every intention and put his team in every position.
I'm
to
gonna give
win
you
that
this
game.
is
But I do
chat.
hear
This
you.
is
But I
more
do
my
hear you.
stance on
Josh
Lamar
didn't.
and why I've
Josh
shifted.
didn't make those mistakes.
This is
to
why
keep
I've
that
shifted
lead.
my perspective on how I digest Lamar Jackson. I know he is great. I know he is all of these things, but I can't cut him no more leash, bro. It's year 7, 8. Like we a decade deep, and I'm seeing dudes that's getting killed for doing the same things.
But Josh don't get killed for doing the same thing.
Yes, they've been on his ass for the turnovers this year. He in the MVP conversation with Lamar because he ain't been turning the ball over.
But tying back to the point, Lamar really ain't got no basketball comparison.
He do. I think he's gonna be what's the name? If the way he gonna be felt about, I think it's James Harden.
James Harden.
James Harden is one of them ones when you look at everything he's
Look
done.
at his face. Look at his
You got some real James. You got some who say that James
not
Harden's
Kobe.
legacy is damn near like.
No, James Harden, the way he's done and the way what he scored now is
I would
one
give
on
it
one.
to
He's
James
changed the
Harden. That's
game.
different. That's different.
Everybody shoot free throws. Everybody shoot step back threes now. He changed the whole game. Same with Lamar Jackson. Everybody trying to find Jaden Daniels. He's a prime example. Josh Allen. They running the ball with him. Now that Lamar, because he's been the one that's doing it, they trying to change his game. Just like James Harden, they trying to make him a facilitator, but he's still the engine to the offense because you can't change what the engine is. And He just going through the same strife for like James Harden has been to 15 straight, 16 straight, 17 straight playoffs now and ain't got to the what's the name. He didn't seen every playoff scenario possible. Scored every playoff point possible. Assisted every point possible. Turned over every point possible. And he just can't get over the hump. And I hope Lamar, he's still at a point where he can get over the hump. I just think he at that point where it's like, he might need to get out of Baltimore.
Lamar been in better situations than James Harden all his career. James Harden is like
Lamar is
by far.
These are the two best situations.
Shitting on Lamar Jackson in career type shit.
He's halfway with James. He hasn't left his team yet. James left at year 5, 6. Lamar's going into year 8 now with the same team. I think he's due for a change because the Ravens ain't changing nothing. They gonna keep getting different running backs, thinking they gonna leave.
And he ain't played with the best receiver he's played with is the nigga who dropped the touchdown.
But like best receiver, yeah, but like that nigga was all pro.
But
like,
when James
times
went
in
to
the past,
Houston,
he's a
first
great,
team type shit.
Great tight end.
He got like first team.
I'm not taking
what's it called? Like
his best
offensive linemen, first team defensive players. James Harden has only had Chris Paul type shit, or if he was on the Nets, he only had.
Defense has been crazy.
I'm saying
there is just a lot more in the football game,
and like that's what I'm saying. Like, so like the help, like
I'm thinking of
Lamar's special, but he not the engine. He he's just like the component that like keeps everything going with Baltimore for sure. Without him, they probably shitty. But like James Harden could go anywhere and be effective.
That's what I'm saying. I think because we in the middle of Lamar's career. To where I think he ain't got no significant injuries. I think he gonna play 15 years plus.
That's fair.
Because he gonna develop into just being a pocket passer at the end of the day. When the legs go away, but like in James, when he was here, he was just coming off the bench and he was the spark plug.
Mm-hmm.
He go to Houston because it feel like man they holding me back a little bit. Now he opened up the season, nigga averaging 30, 35 plus for 3 straight years.
Mm-hmm.
Is Lamar really the engine, or is it just we gonna have the number 1 rush offense when we have Lamar Jackson because we just gonna center our running back run game because it's gonna be open because they worried about him.
What's the reason the Bengals lost? What's the reason the Bengals didn't make the playoffs this year?
The Bengals, they had a horrendous defense.
Okay, so
Joe Burrow's facing the same issues of playing well. He's throwing 400 yards against the Ravens. And because he turned the ball over that one time, that's the game. Now the top been blown off. They didn't win up 13.
What's the reason the Tampa Bay Buccaneers didn't get past the first round of the playoffs this year?
The Tampa Bay Bucks, they just didn't have enough. Baker Mayfield, similar issue. They just don't have enough. I don't know why. The Commanders are better than what a lot of people think. I think, including myself.
So this is my thing, right? Is when the Ravens lose, all the attention, if not 75% of the attention, is on Lamar Jackson, right? When other teams lose, not everybody, right? Because like when certain teams lose, like when the Cowboys lose, it's all on Dak. Like that's how we ain't talking about Mike
or Jerry.
Or Jerry.
Yeah.
But not enough on Jerry.
Not enough.
It doesn't. Yeah.
I'm a fucking Cowboys fan. I don't think it's enough on Jerry ever, right? But when Joe Burrow team loses, right? The Bengals lose. It's like he still played spectacular because he had these statistics, but the defense was shitty. Like that's the reason. So it's a team sport when Joe Burrow loses, but when Lamar's team loses, like it's about Lamar.
But when he wins, it's all about Lamar. When he wins, he's a top 10 quarterback all time. And like these are things that are on TV. I'm like, all right, let's pump the brakes. Right. Don't put that on him.
And this is the thing, bro. Niggas was talking about the Ravens like they just went one and done. They won last week. They won a playoff game this year, right? The Ravens.
No, that was their first game.
No, they won a playoff game.
They won the Steelers.
They didn't beat the Steelers. They beat the
Steelers, right? Niggas was not just like, oh yeah, Lamar Jackson was the reason they won. It was like this was a team effort. Derrick Henry going crazy.
Yeah,
this, that, the other, right?
Yeah.
So like when they win, it's not Lamar's benefit or his fault, his whatever responsibility.
Yeah.
In a good way. But when they lose, now it's Lamar's fault. That's my whole fucking thing. Is like some quarterbacks get all of the flack when they lose, but when they win, they don't. Whereas, and that's not everybody. When the Chiefs win, It's all Patty. Fuck everybody else.
Yeah.
Fuck the defensive coordinator, nigga. It's about Patty. Fuck Chris Jones. It's about Patty Mahomes. But a lot of quarterbacks don't get that shit, bro. A specific kind of quarterback
Yes.
Facts.
don't
That
get
is
that
true.
fucking
Yeah.
that accolade or whatever.
Hey, do y'all feel like if they would have gave the ball to
Yeah, no, I mean
that's
they've
what I'm
lost the
saying.
last 2 playoff games on that
If they
type
would
of
have just
time.
gave Derrick Henry the ball
And that's
more,
on the offensive
gave
coordinator.
him more touches, they would have won that
Lamar
game.
don't call the plays.
It wasn't
Exactly.
even as bad as it was last year. Last year, I think they had like 4.
No,
rushing
last year was
attempts.
just on some like
We don't
again
believe
they
in
doing
last
too
year.
much because they have Lamar. It's like, bro, just play the game to the conditions.
This year,
You playing against Patrick Mahomes. Lamar is not finna outgun him in no
Right.
realm.
This year they ran the ball. It was just like
got the number
they
one
had
rush
first
offense.
and goal on the 2-yard line, and I running play action.
Yeah.
Now we getting sacked and we getting penalties, and this 3rd and goal from the 20. We was on the fucking 2.
With
Why
Derrick
are we not
Henry.
handing the ball off 3 fucking
Right.
times?
Yeah.
We watch teams with niggas who are not as big or as strong as this nigga run tush push over and why are we not handing the ball off?
You ran
Similar
tush
to
push
the
with Mark
Marshawn
Andrews.
Lynch.
Like I don't
Marshawn Lynch,
get
when they
the
didn't give
shit.
Marshawn Lynch the ball and they threw that weak ass pass.
But see,
and it
with
got picked
Marshawn
off.
Lynch, it was just more egregious because they was giving him the ball. And he
And
was
then-
producing. This one, Derrick Henry was producing, and they just stopped. They just stopped in the middle of the 3rd quarter and was like, yeah, he got 16 carries.
And
Lamar bring us
Derek's-
back.
And Derek's a nigga who like you gotta get, you can't just
In the
stop.
second half, especially, you got to get that nigga the ball.
Yeah, he get going. He's a late
Yeah.
starter.
He's a late starter. Like you have to get him the ball in the
Him
third,
and
fourth quarter.
Saquon be on that.
Bro,
type
this
of time.
season it ain't shown enough. Collegiate, professional, amateur. In the game of football, if you got somebody behind your quarterback where it don't matter, time don't exist to you. That's why the Eagles won. They said, fuck it, bro. We got 2 sacks. Here, bro.
I thought about it,
Shoom.
and after you said James Harden, I feel like it's a little bit closer to like prime D Rose before injury.
I'm with that.
I can
Like
see that.
he,
I
that
can see
nigga,
that.
that nigga was not making it to the finals.
When you say it like
Where did
that,
y'all settle on the James
Athletic
Harden thing?
freak. Like I said, James
That-
Harden's just really like.
It wasn't
Well,
that.
like Lamar's not like the engine. Like I mean, I guess in football, I just don't feel
He
like
hasn't
there's like an
proven- he
element
hasn't-
of
he
where
hasn't
you
shown
can
us his
control
That's a very
every
hard
part
comparison.
No,
of
you can't.
the game.
No, niggas have. You can't. Like
I
you
think we
cannot,
haven't put him in the
but
position.
niggas defensively and offensively have to an extent. Niggas like Sam Darnold. What's that nigga's name? The defensive end who played for the Rams. Who
Sam
retired.
Darnold.
Aaron Donald?
Aaron
Aaron
Donald, nigga.
Uh huh.
Not
Aaron
Sam
Donald.
Donald. This nigga done corrected my mind.
LT, fucking Ray Lewis, like niggas who demanded
Tom Brady was
Tom
assistant.
Brady,
Patrick
Patrick
Mahomes.
Mahomes, niggas who demand that shit.
Aaron
It's
Rodgers
like,
is not a
yes,
system.
To your point, there are still a lot of things that can determine.
Because you're not directly though. Like, yeah, you might be able to affect somebody else that's on the other side of the field, but you can't directly get on the field and play the other side. Whereas, like
But
the
you're making the other team think about that shit hard when it's like on defense, you can't go to one side of the field. You can't do one thing. So you either have to get scoring or you gotta do. So that's what I mean by control. It'd be different with niggas who can do that.
Yeah.
With the nigga like Pat, where it's like you giving him 30 seconds too much time.
But hey, man. So lately, if you don't know, we got another. The industry, the music realm. They've been embracing the beef in all facets now, and now it's dabbled into the streaming realm. The new hottest topic this month is Black Boy Max, very up and coming, renowned in the streaming world. He does a music base. He brings rappers onto his stream, and they make music. Just regular just stream content. They just be kicking it and chilling. So he brought Fabio Foreign on, which
I thought it was Vivio.
oh.
nigga not hooked on phonics.
I'm going off of he said. You can say it. I don't want no smoke with no rappers out here.
Yeah, facts. The way y'all niggas
You know what I'm
acting,
saying? I don't want
just
no.
like-
I don't want no beef. We just talking about
I
it,
can't
y'all.
smoke in here for real.
You know, we got the back if you want to smoke here, type shit.
What the lease say to me? No crazy fumes.
No crazy
nigga.
fumes or odors. We will get kicked out. I'm sorry. We got
But-
the whites.
So Fabio pull up. He's been on a couple streams with Playboy Max in the past. He pull up, you know, regular. They doing their thing. He I guess Fabio was not. Playboy Max was not informed that little TJ was in the area and he was pulling up. But once he did find out, because he was wanting to keep it a low key stream, you know, just kind of chilling, he just said, you know, it's cool. He can slide. Just make sure you don't roll in deep, whatever. We kick it. He pull up. They downstairs. 15 deep. As TJ said in his reaction in the aftermath of all of this, he said, bro, I'm TJ. I'm from New York. How else you think I'm going to slide? How else you think? You know how I'm moving? So, you know, they pulled up. They did a thing. Like, boy, you know, let it slide. He wasn't tripping. Whatever. I guess dudes wanted to smoke. They smelt it in there. Fair. They rolled up. They sparked up. Whatever. Doing their thing. Kicking it.
What'd you call it?
Little purple leisure.
Purple leisure.
Purple
leisure. Playboy Mac notices on the stream in the back. He's like, yo, just on some nice, you know, just chilling. He's like, yo, hey, we can't smoke in here. No smoking. If you want to smoke, can you please go to the back? Thank you. I guess that rubbed some people the wrong way. They went to the back of the room, put it out, sparked it back up, passed it around. Did they think he seen it again? And so he stood up. He's like, hey, y'all go outside, please, bro. I don't want to, you know, we can't stream if we smoking in here. You know, we can't smoke in here. It's Airbnb. They ain't like that. Word gets back to Fabio. So he's like, oh, energy's weird in here. He asked him again. They don't put it out. They just leave.
Fabio blew smoke.
Yeah, Fabio
And
blew.
There was a specific
He blow smoke in his
moment,
face.
right? Where niggas saying like y'all can't smoke in here, and the nigga Fabio said, "Oh, for real?" And nigga get back to streaming. Fabio, they streaming over here. This nigga said, "Now listen, as a nigga who don't be smoking like that, right? When niggas are smoking in your area, right?" And you ain't trying to get high or you ain't trying to smell that shit. Because I got a homeboy who he really don't like the smell of the shit. And he make a big deal about it. But I do understand because the shit, it stick to you, right? But when niggas who are smoking, right, are on some just real disrespectful shit of I'm going to purposefully smoke in your direction. That shit's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Like, that shit is I want to say it's fighting words or actions, but I would say
That's close.
you ain't supposed to do that, bro.
Yeah.
If a nigga say, "Hey, bro, I'm not trying to smell all that," or whatever, or just you,
It's
I
in
feel
my
in
space.
general, you ain't
You
supposed
out
to
that
just blow
motherfucker.
smoke in a nigga's face
I
for
swear
real.
to God,
Disrespectful.
I will
In
escort
his
you
own
out.
space.
I'm
Smoke somewhere else.
take you out.
bitch.
I told you could go outside to the back.
Yeah.
You ain't
Not
had
a
to leave.
problem.
You didn't have to go to the car.
Go somewhere.
I understand it's cold. So the fuck what? For real. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Like,
Like,
Airbnb, it would be one thing if it was my house and I was tripping, but even that, bitch, it's my house.
and the nigga
But
working.
it's an Airbnb, bro.
You ain't gonna
I'm
ask me?
Kicked out if you don't get out with that
And I'm
bullshit.
trying to do my job.
Nah, that's
This
crazy.
is
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Hey, I guess I'll be the antagonist in this situation. Hey, man.
As a
shit.
nigga who be smoking
Hey.
niggas' face.
I'm trying to get right, man. I came here for you. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to, you know, this is just what the rapper, you know, I feel like he was feeling. He like, man, I came here for y'all. You know
But
what I'm
he
saying?
wasn't
And I
originally
can't give-
invited, was he?
No, Fabio was. Lil TJ wasn't.
But Fabio was the one who blew it in his face. But they was
Yes.
both smoking.
They
was
both
both
smoking.
smoking.
Okay.
Both smoking.
Yeah.
But it's like, Nick, man, you know, you want me to give my best performance, you know? So a lot of these rappers, a lot of these people, you know, they can't perform as well off drugs, or they can't, you know, they don't feel like themselves to some degree.
Okay.
You know, I might say.
Get high
You
prior.
know, they need
The
to
only-
break the edge or to
It ain't
break
even-
the ice. You
Like,
know?
nigga, I work at a
You know,
dispensary. I smoke weed and I sell weed for a fucking living. I'm not gonna sit here and allow this shit to be okay. You rappers are regular niggas. If niggas have rules, follow them, bitch. Straight up. It ain't no you will get escorted out. Max, you need security.
Yes,
Straight up.
Max. You at that point,
Like,
bro. You know you
Hey,
up
hit
there.
up Big Lou.
Big
What it
Lou,
do?
what it
Got you.
do?
We
What
got
it
you,
do,
boo.
Hey, Big Lou got you.
I got you.
He will.
Ain't nobody gonna do no
Huh?
shit
Yeah,
like
phase.
Yeah, Face.
I
Hey,
got
hey,
you,
Face
bro.
Clan. Y'all need security. Hey,
Dude,
tap in, bro.
Shout out my boy Big Lou, 5 from the phone.
hit
What's
me up.
He will escort them niggas the
Quick
fuck
out.
out.
Niggas won't be
Yeah,
smoking.
bro.
I'll even smoke outside. I mean, I'll even. Oh.
You know what I'm saying, bro?
You not hitting on shit.
You not hitting
But I'm not gonna lie, a lot of these rappers, bro, like these niggas need like reality checks, bro.
I think that's more what it is, though, of what's kind of happening when we seeing. What happens when these streamers start rapping and they cooler than the rappers? Because they
Keith
actually
Lee
cooler
more
than them.
famous than other niggas that's in the rap game and shit. It's
Nah,
like
yeah,
the influencer.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
influencer. You know what I'm
Niggas
saying?
who are- and I think that's the other thing too. I think niggas can also get too big too quick because of some of the social media shit, TikTok specifically. And it's like, nigga, I don't even know the name of your song.
Yo,
I know.
I can't tell you any Lil TJ songs.
I know a couple. I know.
I know he on the Jackie with Boss.
Facts. Oh, he is.
He's on, and Boss and J. Cole themselves said that he floated. But that's all that I know about that man.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. But if Boss said he floated and Boss fuck with 5 for the phone,
Hey, I'll tell you one thing.
But don't disrespect the nigga's house.
Neither one
Or
of them.
LBB.
Neither one of them floated on their Black Boy Max disc. Was not feeling that at all.
Bro.
It was very lame.
Why are we dissing streamers these days? You know what I'm saying? I feel like the game has lost its oomph. You
Yeah.
know? Follow Rayvon. Follow what Kendrick did. Follow even what Drake did, bro. This nigga Drake, look, he lost, but
He was shouting at everybody.
Got this nigga, and at 7 other niggas too. You know what I'm saying? So,
But
why
he
we
also,
shooting at
I mean, he
streamers,
came
bro?
after LeBron at least. Like, I mean, they
No, but still,
he
even
did.
Drake.
he did go
even
after
Drake,
LeBron, and like
He did.
they going after
They
the
going
top
after-
streamers. It's
Look.
the top niggas, and
Rayvon also did go after Maul. Niggas, Kendrick went
But
after
one-
Act.
but
Drake
one
didn't
bar
name
from
drop them
all,
niggas.
bro.
Just only one bar.
Tory
Act got a bar
got
too.
several.
DDG got a bar too. Isn't he a streamer?
DDG got a
Yeah.
bar.
but he's a
But Tory,
he's a
Tory
YouTuber
got
slash
way
rapper
more.
overall.
No,
And
Drake
the
is
main nigga he was responding to got the whole fucking song.
Drake
The
is
whole
still
4
Drake is still
minutes.
in the wrong. Cause in the midst, we trying to
Nigga
give it.
said, "LeBron, I
No,
saw you at
look,
the show."
we trying to give him credit, but Drake did mention them in a case. All these streamers that was bumping not like us when reacting to it.
Bro.
He sued.
I saw RDC.
He sued
said
RDC.
something. That nigga Mark
Mhm.
Phillips said, "Hey, this shit look familiar. I seen a lot of niggas who take L's. It only gets worse for them when they don't know how to take it." That nigga said the worst L's come when niggas don't know how to hold theirs. And I ain't gonna say too much.
Like Nick,
Hey, man, how do y'all feel about the Drake him filing the lawsuit on his record label or whatever? What do y'all feel about? How do y'all feel about that? But no, because
I
you
thought it
know,
was crazy.
but think about it like this.
I thought it was crazy.
Weak.
Drake was supposedly, I don't know for sure. Y'all could check and make sure. Call me out if I'm lying. I guess he was about to sign another deal.
He was
with him
scheduled for a
and-
very
yeah,
massive deal.
for
Yes.
a nice amount of money, about $1 billion. You know, so he was mad that the fact that they were advertising basically
Not like us.
Kendrick's record
something
or
that
whatever,
would tarnish his name.
his song that's tarnishing his name. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like, how y'all gonna do that right before we make the deal? Now you could bring my value down. You're bringing my value down.
Mhm.
Right before I make this deal, like that's on that part. I see, like, hey, that's not right. Because I've been there. I had people, do certain things or whatever to bring my value down at moments, when I really needed it,
Right.
And we've learned that you can't out petty the petty king. There's been a Cold War, and I'm not gonna say that Kendrick planned this shit on the timing of it all, but
He did.
it would also be like with all that we've seen, he probably timed it to where it was like,
No, he definitely was
nah,
on. It was a
nigga,
play.
Like, no, you
I
don't
just
get
want to
this
know. I
shit.
still about the question that I want from the Kendrick side that has not been answered on this with Drake now suing is like, I want some facts. Is this nigga really on that? Like, is he a PDF for real?
Facts. Oh, you need facts for Drake.
Yeah,
type
like
shit.
because like it does because it was to what Luther is saying. If it's like if this is just if you just throwing this out here just to
But I
like
feel
to
like
value
that's-
my name,
But like,
then it's like that's probable cause on Drake to do what he's doing.
so I
Now
I hear you.
the streamers and the extra shit, that's some like, all right, you just on some sore loser shit. just keep it all at Kendrick because he the only one that put you in this position.
Some of like I do hear you with some of that shit. Facts is facts. I want to know about all that shit, right? Whatever. But like with Drake specifically, this wasn't just like niggas was accusing him because of things that were just out of midair. These were like, we've seen him do things that are not okay. We've seen him have messages with, now, can we prove that he's done anything with them? We can't. Does Kendrick have that information? I don't know. But it's also not like we just, and from the beginning, with the Kendrick shit, it was like, that felt like you pulling some shit out. And even the address that was caused, like, at least Kendrick has spoken about it. With this shit, this is just like, with the Drake shit, it's like, oh, I can see that being true because you've been doing some weird shit for years. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I do hear you. I don't know if the facts will come out. And also, these accusations aren't just coming out of the thin air, out of just like I think that's what this nigga be on. It is still that, but also like.
Did y'all hear about
You
the fan,
little.
the young fan that Drake kissed on the forehead and the cheek?
Yeah, we
seen
all that shit.
So how did y'all feel about that?
Pedophile.
He was tripping. That's
Well,
why you don't bring fans
okay.
on stage.
Definitely
But
on some
also
weird
they
shit.
Said, I guess in Canada, it's different. Like if you're, what is it? If
17 is legal.
What make it different, though?
Like,
No, I'm just saying like the
That was
age
a-
is different.
that. It's just
So
like,
he was from there. So
What
they're
make it
saying
much
like, what if
different?
he's just really used to, seeing a girl of that age. I'm not saying that I think that you should.
No, yeah.
As a 30-year-old, you're
But
taking.
I'm just saying, what are y'all?
As a 30-year-old, you're taking a 14.
Does he get grace for being from somewhere where?
No,
the age
he need to
limit
hold
is
his
different
L because
or lower?
Kendrick took all his cachet of you can't take nobody's girl no more, and like that shit is over with.
Is it okay to be 30 years old and taking a 14-year-old to Australia for private dinners?
No.
Because that's what he was also doing to Millie Bobby Brown.
And I'm not saying I'm
saying,
not
like,
saying
I hear
that
you.
I
No,
agree
no.
with it
No,
at
no.
all.
But I'm simply saying, like,
But-
it's much more than just the specific 17-year-old that he's done weird shit with. There's been younger girls that he's done shit with. There was a shit coming out about the compound that he has about all the high schoolers that were talking about my friends going. Now, were those girls, most of them maybe 17? We could probably assume because they were in high schoolers, mostly senior. But, like, that was a real thing that came out during this beef. A lot of high schoolers and girls was talking about their friends going to that nigga's house in Canada and being at parties all time, and their parents dropped, like, is it right? No. Was it legal? I mean, like, in Canada, technically, yes. That shit still ain't right. And also, nigga, you are in America doing that.
And the whole thing to me is just like niggas have said insane shit that is untrue, but that is believable in beefs for forever, right? So like since rap beef has existed, so it's like for you to take the L, right? Objectively speaking, like this nigga lost. He lost the beef. He lost the battle. The song back and forth. But it's not the end of the world, right? Drake could have said, all right, let me lock the fuck in, get in the booth, and make an undeniable album with 2 hits. Not just one, but 2 hits on that motherfucker, right? Everybody would have forgot about this, bro, for the most part. Kendrick fans would have kept talking about it, right? And Kendrick would have forever rode this high horse for the rest of his career. But also, Drake would have been fine. But the fact that he sued on this shit just feels even more solidifying of what Kendrick was saying around you a colonizer. Like, you took an L in a battle, right? When niggas say outlandish shit in rap battles all the fucking time, and you say you a student of this shit, you not a real student of the shit. You just a culture vulture. You know, you just a colonizer for real. So I think it made that nigga look
An actor.
crazy, bro. An actor.
An actor.
He's acting as a rapper, but
This
he's
ain't
really
even
not.
this ain't even
That's
the meanest
another-
diss
on that
track
tilt,
that's ever
though.
been released.
That's what's the
No, it's
name?
not.
They said he's
Like
everybody
the
on
media-
Saturday Night Live. They've said Drake is the greatest actor they have ever been around. Like literally,
I've been saying this shit like
and this is coming like this is like
niggas that can act. I'm like, I'm not the biggest Pete Davidson fan, but that motherfucker can play a part.
You watch that nigga in the motherfucking State Farm commercials?
You know, he can play. He can
With
act
Blake
his fucking
Griffin?
ass off. He even said Drake is. He said he's the greatest actor. He's acting his whole life out right now.
Everything.
And the world believes.
Everything is a script for this nigga.
He said, "I want that role." And I
Type
was
shit.
like,
and somebody flipped it on him.
Let's not
You
forget,
know?
he
And
is,
that's a hassle to Drake.
Isn't
Like,
Drake
good job.
Jewish too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like his mom. Have y'all ever heard of that? Like you're only Jewish if you come out of the. You know, some people be like, "Oh, you're black, so you got this and that percent." Like, but they say like you're only Jewish if you come out of a Jewish woman's.
if you're born from a Jewish woman,
Yeah, if you're born
from an actual Jewish woman.
an actual, Jewish woman.
I don't
Y'all
know.
never heard that?
I thought, isn't Judaism a religion?
It's a religion.
No, I'm saying you're only
Jewish,
like Jewish,
big
though.
Jewish.
Like you're only like Jewish, like you have to come out of to be considered.
So she just has to follow Judaism.
No,
Like Judaism isn't like an ethnicity.
no, I know that, or I think
Or
that
like
it
a
was
nationality.
Jewish, or it was, I thought that's what
What
they
are
said.
you trying to say though?
No, like it's literally like how they be saying like black people like, oh, you're only this or whatever, but like I thought it was Jewish. Like,
But when you're Jewish, that's like saying I'm a Christian.
yeah.
So like it's not like
You're only Christian
if
come
you
from
pick
a Christian's-
you're only a Christian if you follow Jesus.
No, yeah, I got
you know what I'm saying?
on that. I got you
And
on
so
that.
like
I got
with
you on
like
that.
Judaism is like, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like anybody could pick up that religion.
Yeah, anybody
I
could.
guess. I don't
So-
know how it works. You know what I'm saying? But like
Okay. I thought that's what they had said.
it's not
bro.
ethnicity based necessarily.
Like,
That nigga
for
said
real.
you could only be Jewish.
Only
Now there's a certain like there's a
But,
demographic.
I mean, do y'all
There is a
feel like-
demographic that
okay,
are
do y'all
typically
feel
Jewish.
You're like
What?
like if your dad, because
Like-
you know how they say only
like-
if your dad
like
is
not
black,
like or like
you're
ethnicity wise, I
considered
guess. I like it.
okay.
basically.
No, I think
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No,
I
bro,
would
I
say-
think
Where is
I
this?
think-
I don't want to blanket that, but I'm just saying.
Where are we
No,
going?
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
All right, let's clear this up for you, brother. Huh? Let's clear this up for you, brother.
that's the language.
No, bro. The whole thing is just like, are you practicing that religion? Makes you that religion or not? Now, that religion has cultural elements to it, right? But like, I don't think it's like that. But I hear what you're saying, though, right? I hear what you're saying, but I'm just going to say.
But I'm just saying though. But do y'all still?
We
think-
should be saying that. That's
No,
all
I
I'm
know.
saying.
I'm just saying. It's just what I
It's
thought.
people say.
I heard somebody
I feel
say.
you, I feel you.
That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that it's real or none of that. But that's
is
what.
his mom from Israel? Like,
But as far as black people, do
I
y'all
think she
feel like
Canadian.
yeah.
Do y'all feel
I
like-
don't think she.
like when they say you're only like if you're
And
like
Dennis from
half,
Oklahoma, ain't
if
he?
you're white and black, they be like, oh,
Yeah.
you gotta. You're,
That nigga's in the
as
Gap
long as your
band.
dad is black.
Right.
Wasn't
You know,
that bad.
you're
Yeah.
black.
Yeah.
Well, I
You
mean,
know what I mean?
But the whole thing with
Dennis
blackness
Graham.
was
Dennis Graham, I believe, is from
one
Oklahoma.
drop rule.
So,
Like,
like-
if you have any black in you, you're black.
Yeah.
Right? And it's the same thing with Judaism. Of like, if you are practicing any ounce of that religion, you're
Yeah.
Jewish,
Oh, okay.
and you could get discriminated against. And the reason I think we should be careful around that shit is because he was using that shit in his lawsuit to say that he was being discriminated against for his Judaism.
Mhm.
And Kendrick's not like us. Like, he was basically saying that Kendrick was discriminating against him, like, for being Jewish type shit. Because he was saying, like, in the line where he said, you can't imitate this violence. Basically, like, saying, like, nigga, like, you're not a nigga because you're Jewish.
Mhm.
Is what Drake was trying to argue that Kendrick was saying.
So he was saying, nigga, you're Canadian. You're
But
not,
even
you're
though he was
not
talking about his
really,
nationality,
you're not really
might as well.
black.
Yeah.
She's 100% Canadian. Sandra Graham.
That was an interesting little segue or little.
Yeah, you know, I'm
tangent.
just throwing stuff out there, man. You know,
It's
Just gotta
You
be
know, Chad.
just gotta be careful about it though.
It's
You
the
know what I'm
five from
saying?
the- it's
Like
the five
that
from
was
the
that was a
four.
crazy
So
it was
possibility.
no disrespect.
It's
to
a 5 from the
nothing,
4,
though.
so now you know.
No
If you didn't
disrespect.
know, now you
Yeah,
know.
no.
Yeah, that's all it is.
I love everyone. All
ELE.
different races, cultures,
Religions. Yeah.
ethnicities,
Yeah.
all of that.
Yeah.
I love you all.
And I think
And I know the girls love Big Lou. I know.
yeah, shut up. All right, Big Lou. Hey, but let me also say this about this nigga Drake's lawsuit is like, I feel like a rapper shouldn't get into any rap beef, and Drake has been in several rap beefs, and then go and sue because he lost a rap beef. Because this is really the first beef that he's lost.
Yeah.
Like, he lost to Pusha T, but it was not widely sort of consumed that he lost to that shit. And maybe some people like Drake
Conversation
don't
for another
believe
day.
that he lost to that shit, right? That he lost to Pusha T.
He lost.
But this shit was like, everybody was saying it for the most part, other than Drake's truest OVO paid accomplices was saying that he lost this battle and now he's suing. Like, I just think that shit just looks crazy. So like,
It's gonna look even crazier if you still lose, and now you taking more L's.
right.
There's like,
At least win some money against you.
I hope.
And
And
you
that's-
sue your own label.
Don't
And
lose your
that's the-
contract.
And that's the thing too,
Yeah.
like to what you were
My
saying,
niggas
nigga.
listen,
It's
that's
like
the last thing the industry need.
But
facts,
that's
you
the
don't.
other
If
thing.
Drake
It's
go
like,
independent, oh fuck.
Drake,
That's gonna shit.
you-
That's gonna shit on the game for sure.
Oof.
If you go independent,
Drake, you were still the most played nigga of 2024. You were fine.
You're not really
that
losing
nigga was
much.
out my top 15.
It's an ego thing with Kendrick,
Yeah.
bro.
Last year, that nigga was out my top 15.
Out of mine too.
I didn't
Not
have.
all moms.
We
Can't
Top
speak.
three for all
Can't
moms.
speak for
We
everybody.
have some members from 5 from the 4 who are Drake stands still.
I mean, like, if it pop up on shuffle, I'm still probably gonna listen. But there'd be sometimes I'll be listening. I'll be like, man, that lyric did not sound right after everything I've heard, and you know what I'm saying? And be like, all right, I'm skipping.
And the nigga do got some
I used
crazy
to
lyrics.
love Nice for What?
Did he say that shit about? What did he say?
High
And that
school
lyric,
parking lot.
You still
high
look
school
good at
park.
high school.
Sierra
What the
Canyon
fuck?
parking lot.
You still look high school,
Look like
and he
Magic
said
City.
the parking lot of a
What?
high school looked like Magic City.
What does that mean? Sierra Canyon look like Magic City.
No, I skip all his shit now.
Huh?
I can't do none of it but the early shit.
Look, Luther, is that okay?
Hey, are y'all ready? Y'all ready for this one?
Mhm.
Jen Lee, this it's a white rapper. He was on No Jumper. I seen him on No Jumper. That's where I seen him, and he basically says the N word. He basically said, "I don't care. You know, I'm white. I say it to my niggas." He's basically saying like, "These are my niggas. I'm gonna say it regardless." You know, as an African American male, I just wonder how y'all feel. You know, about that.
I don't necessarily give a fuck. Straight up. Like, I don't necessarily like whenever people of other races, like, other than African Americans, use the word nigga. But, like, I make it clear that, like, if you choose to say that shit around me, I'm probably not going to do nothing about it, right? But if someone press your ass, don't look at me for help. Because I'm not. Type shit. That's it. So,
He's
it's on the same shit, pretty much.
Supposedly a 60. He's a Crip.
But somebody
60.
got to push up on him.
So he
Somebody
has
got to
a
press that
bunch
nigga.
he feels like because he goes and he does these things with African American gangs or whatever that he's allowed to say it. So like, how do y'all feel? Like we all have that probably white friend or whatever that thinks he can say it.
Stomp that shit
or
out.
whatever. You got to cut it.
Even
cut it.
That shit stop.
to
That
that
shit
to
stop.
that degree,
Mhm.
even those like I've grown up with people that was like you can't take where you was raised. That's how you was raised.
Yeah.
But it's very understood that they know like, hey, nah, like I would never cross that line around them type shit. And like I've seen too many examples of, or like I've just been around it literally to where it's like, nah, I'm not gonna change it. You know, you might feel some type of way where it's talk, but like that's just where motherfucker come from. That's where he lived, that's where he grew up from. He grew up with us. But he know literally he not finna just be like, oh, what's up, my niggas? To everybody. And it's like clearly it shows with that dude, I don't think he was like he ain't really this is a phase that he's grown into. He wasn't grown around this because it like all that shit is built, it's all built off of respect. And like nobody would never, if you was really grown up in that, they not finna be on that level. They understand that level of respect.
Okay. Are you saying that Jen Lee? You think that he was?
No, I think he just started hanging around them in high school.
Uh-huh.
Like he might start hanging around them in high school or after years after high school,
Yeah.
and he just like I've been on the block with them for the last 5-10 years. They're my niggas.
And that shit cool and all. In my opinion, it's just like at some point, like you a grown ass man, it's time to fucking grow up, have some discernment, and understand how to respect and communicate with people in the correct ways that are also mutually respectful to them. If you want to be talked to in that type of way and shit, or like I guess like I I guess disrespected type shit. Like
Basically, what he was saying,
you allowing
that
it.
he's really genuine. Like
That doesn't like that's not
that's what-
genuineness.
No.
That's,
I know. I'm just saying this is what he said.
yeah, but I'm saying that it's not
That
genuine.
He's saying it by saying like, bro, this is who I am. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying.
Yeah, he's
saying
he
I'm
don't
not
mean no
saying the
harm
ER
by
with
it.
it.
Yeah.
At the end, I'm
But
just saying.
acknowledged
He
ignorance.
believes he's a nigga.
Acknowledged
You know,
ignorance.
he believes that he's
I worked
a
with a
nigga.
dude down the
Luther,
street.
I'm
I'm
Look
saying,
in the
don't work-
mirror.
Don't say
Say
that
your
shit around
name
me.
with the ER in it, Luther, instead of Lou. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
Okay.
I don't give a fuck what gang that nigga is. I don't give a fuck what block he was raised on. I'm for extra if that nigga say nigga around me. He gonna have to see me right here, right now. That shit's getting nipped in the bud. I don't give a fuck. You not saying that shit around me out of respect for me. I do too much work around words and narrative for that to be like you said. I really mean that shit. That shit genuine. See me right now, and every time you say that shit, just see me, cause fuck you. Like that's not, and you not my boy calling me no nigga. As a white man, as no white person, you not my nigga calling me no nigga. Nah, you. I respect the like. You know what I'm saying? Because people do say it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'm
bro.
not regulating that shit at the house. I know.
At
I
my
probably
shit,
got-
I'm popping shit. But like if I'm like
that's what I'm. In
you know,
front
there
of
are
me,
repercussions.
At my house,
Yeah.
all that. I don't give a fuck what you do outside of me. 'Cause
Yeah.
I can't control that.
Mm-hmm.
You should have enough respect for me. You are in my presence. You are in any space with me. You say that shit. You should know the consequences right then, right there.
Mm-hmm.
And to me,
There
it's
ain't no
like,
question.
and that's the thing around like he felt like he could say it because he feels like he's just like everybody that he's around and stuff. It's like that's on everybody that he's around. That they should have been checked him on that shit.
Oh God.
Correct.
There's a reason he around
Hey,
them.
bro,
Y'all grown
you
men
my homeboy, you
around
know what I'm saying?
boys.
We run around together. We doing all this shit together. Like that's cool or whatever. But like, no, you can't say the same shit that I can say. It's specifically this one word. Like, so like that's on them as much as it is on him for real. Like to not be saying that.
That's true. Yeah, that's true too.
They making
I mean,
it-
like
they
it's
deeming
definitely
that
on
they
them
deeming
for there
those behaviors
for there to be
as
like
what
some
it
type
is.
of responsibility, but ultimately it's internal. I feel like that nigga really probably just need like he really needs somebody to press his eyes.
Yeah, exactly. But like that's my thing. It's like
Yeah.
nobody's pressing on that shit because for him to be like,
Because he
I really
leads
feel
with
like I'm a
aggressiveness.
nigga, is like that. No nigga has
Yeah.
really checked him on that shit ever.
Yeah.
Like he feels comfortable saying.
But I don't know this nigga. It's not like this nigga at like I don't like is this nigga a rapper?
Oh yes, Jin Lee. Yes,
He be
Jin
saying,
Lee's a rapper,
he be
yeah.
saying in songs and shit.
Yeah, he's a rap. He's literally
Nah,
a
bro,
rapper.
I ain't gonna lie.
Like, yes.
Nah, bro, them niggas got
Yes.
nah. That shit soft as fuck.
That's
I don't
weird,
care.
bro.
I don't care where the fuck you
That one
is,
dude,
where you
1900
from, nigga. You can come find me.
1900
'Cause that
Rugrat
shit
is out here
soft
putting
as
out
fuck.
fucking hits.
I'm
And he
sorry,
ain't
I
saying
ain't gonna
fucking
lie.
nigga. He
I
saying
ain't gonna lie.
cracker.
But the craziest thing is, this
On me, that nigga look out for it.
1900
And that's
Rugrat.
what I'm saying. To the degree those ones that do step in that
Hey,
field,
this isn't
1900
the first,
Rugrat,
hey,
he probably
this
like
is the first
what's my
time he
white
went
boy's
viral
name?
for this.
that's
nigga, though.
1900 Rugrat.
No, the white boy I fuck with since '99.
Yes,
He got enough
okay.
sense. You know what I'm saying?
But like he
but
he
no,
he on some like that's a hood white boy with 1900 Rugrat. That nigga probably PR trained. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Like
the
he
other thing too, bro. It's
he could
like
work an office job.
But like
I
that's a good
already-
example. 1900 Rugrat is an example of like, no, this nigga.
he around niggas just
He
as
just
much.
grew up in Illinois,
Nigga,
and he around it. Like that's just what that was just where he was from.
And now I get that, right? Like I do. It took me a long time. Because there just wasn't that many white folks in the neighborhoods that my people was in.
Mhm.
But like, there are white people who also grow up in that. Like
Yeah.
I do get that, and I struggled for a long time already with white boys who was acting like they from that, they got that. Because even in my head, I'm like, nigga, you white, go get you a job, go. Most of these niggas is here because they don't got a fucking choice. You got a choice just because of the color of your motherfucking skin. Like that be the shit that be pissing me off.
Didn't Eminem used to say nigga?
I don't know.
I don't like that nigga either.
I don't be listening.
But I don't know.
I'm pretty sure.
I don't know about
I
that.
don't like a nigga that talk too fast and be yelling at me.
He probably did say it.
No, yeah, I'm
Straight
pretty,
up.
no, I'm
Slid it in
pretty
there.
sure he said it, but then he got backlash from it, and then he went like missing for a little bit.
Oh
Then
no,
he
you
came
know
back.
Eminem can't do no wrong. So like,
Yeah,
I don't
but
know.
this
If
is back in
I
the
ain't gonna
day.
say
No, this
Eminem
is back
said.
in the day.
I'm back on these soft ass niggas letting that shit slide to where the point this niggas out here making music and shit like that.
Yeah,
And
no,
like,
but he went
and-
viral for a while back, or something. He got a little buzz. He didn't go as viral as now, but now it's like he's like, man, like why y'all, tripping about it so much now? Probably too, because he's done it. I'm pretty sure he said he's done something similar.
Because you've been growing up around a bunch of bitches. Bring that shit over here. That shit ain't sliding. I'm just letting you know that shit right the
yeah,
fuck
it's just
now.
not- don't say that shit around me, bro.
Bro, no.
Especially now, I ain't gonna lie. No, that's just really rubbing me the wrong way because then just like they really letting that slide
So-
with that type on that type of
so-
comment. So much so to now it's like just because you didn't let him slide with this word, now you
Do y'all
drilling
feel
with
like
this
we shouldn't
dude
say it as
on
much
some.
too, though?
You gave him a
For what?
flag.
No,
No, I'm just saying.
No.
No.
But I'm asking
I
you that,
don't.
like for what though? Like why?
No.
What would be the point? That's just
I
the
mean, just to set the example.
for what?
You know?
Fuck
Just-
fucking example for
What,
these
letting
white
him say it?
people.
No, I'm just saying, like, because they on some shit. Y'all say, especially as far as rap, bro. There's some rappers can't go 5 seconds without saying it.
I get that,
And,
but
and then
It's our choice to not
so
listen to
they're
that
pushing
nigga.
it, and then let's say
Come on now.
they're listening.
Don't let that nigga
the
pop.
rap,
but no, Luther,
Don't
Luther,
contribute-
You got
don't
rappers
contribute
that
to
actually.
it.
You gotta know as a white rapper, like it has a different meaning coming from you, given our history, than it does for black people to say that shit as a
Yeah.
term of endearment. Like it don't sound the same, it don't hit the same, it don't hit the ear the same coming from white people as it does from
Even
other black people.
Mexicans
bro.
too.
Bro. Like
It don't matter what
Logic
type of
is a
like.
rapper, bro, and he's known. He is actually half black,
he avoid that shit.
and he won't say it because
He
he
don't
like
say that
he just
shit.
it
He just
when he
avoids the.
flag-
and when he say it, it'd be like, "Hey, whoa, Logic, whoa, oh wait,
He's
my
black,
bad,
bro.
my
He's
bad."
made whole
he
albums
looks
about it.
white, and he don't say that shit.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, bro.
His
Like,
first several albums, I don't know how many, 6, 7. He did not say the N word.
He made one. He got a song,
Luther,
Black Spider-Man, where
Luther.
he was like, I'm just not gonna say. I
Luther,
can't
we
say
don't
it. I feel
we don't owe no
So,
leadership.
No, bro, like, I can say whatever the fuck I
Yeah,
want to say.
we don't owe no
Without white
leadership.
people repeating that shit.
We don't owe
Fuck
no
them niggas.
no restraint. We don't owe nothing to them
Peckerwoods.
motherfuckers. To facts, like them niggas.
no, I
Them
agree,
niggas
we
cannot.
don't.
Them niggas
We
cannot
don't.
say one motherfucking word. They can't. They can do that. They can rap without. There's enough black people who make. There's so many neo soul R&B artists who ain't never said nigga in their fucking life.
Mick Jenkins made a song only using P's and Q's. You know what I'm saying? Not even saying the word.
If you're a true artist, you can make.
You can work around
make
it.
Whatever
Bitch.
music you want to make without whatever word you want to make that shit with.
Just say you uneducated.
because you want to say that shit.
That's it. That's it. That's all. Because you think that shit
Acknowledge-
cool.
or educated. That's why they use
Acknowledge
that word so
ignorance.
much.
They're either poorly
Racist.
educated or they're
White
racist.
people.
One of the two. They're either poorly educated or they're racist. Because I
I
don't.
think niggas say that. I think niggas say that shit. Black people say that shit specifically in they rhymes and shit because it's just so natural for us in our vernacular. Like, what's up, my nigga? What you on today, my nigga? Like, it's just natural. So like, it's gonna come off in our raps. But I think if you task J. Cole or Nas, right,
Nigga, don't
or
cut that much.
Eminem or whoever the fuck else who can really rap, hey, no N words, nigga. No, don't say nigga. Don't say none of that once. They can have a fire song for you. So if you're really talented, you can do that shit without that. Same way that if you really a solid person who's generally okay educated, high school education, GED, whatever, you know what I'm saying? White person, and a black person tells you, hey bro, I'm not comfortable with you saying the N-word. Don't say that shit or it's gonna be a problem. You can say that. You cannot say that shit ever again. You know? People who continue to say that shit, bring it up, use it in their music or in a fucking podcast, are intentionally doing that shit to try to evoke a certain emotion out of people. Like that's the only reason that they're doing that shit is to get a reaction. And the unfortunate part is when they get that reaction out of motherfuckers, especially niggas, like that shit is gonna go viral. Like they gonna pop off for that.
So you
shit.
think he was just doing it for the clout?
I think that's what I was.
It's the same situation as that nigga 5-year blowing smoke in Black Boy Max's face.
He just trying to get
for
a
some free promo.
Yeah.
trying to get a and like
Just to get a rise.
He's doing it specifically to be, probably was once cool, trying to fit in with the guys. Now it's a
Well,
money
really?
scheme.
Okay.
It's a money scheme
This
for the
is what
guys
he
now.
said. He said at first he was on that as far as saying the N-word, saying nigga, and then his label got to making it to where like, all right, you got to chill out, you got to clean up, for certain, your image.
Put that shit on radio.
Yeah, basically something like that. And so he stopped, and then now he's trying to come back. He's trying to double back, like, nah, this is really me. Like I tried and this and that, but this is me. And he's on some, this is me. Regardless, we can fight about it. We could throw the hands about it. It's whatever. We could, whatever you want to do. It's whatever you want to do.
and that's the thing. He would have got everything that he wanted. Fucking with me. I'm gonna tell you that shit right now.
David ain't folding, chat. He ain't folding, chat.
Bro.
We ain't folding.
I'm not folding for nothing.
And also, by the way, I don't agree with it by any means. I'm just,
Yeah,
bring it to the group.
I'm just
Yeah,
bringing
lay
it
it
out
out
there,
That
throwing
shit-
it out there.
But I'll tell you
trying
two
to get
things.
opinions.
That shit dead.
Certain. Don't blow no damn smoke in my face.
Yeah.
And I smoke. That's just
That is
disrespect.
disrespectful.
I smoke. That's just
So
Don't blow no damn
someone's
smoke in my
bad at
face.
Spitting in somebody's face.
And don't be no white person calling me, I ain't your nigga. I ain't your nigga. I ain't your nothing. Nothing.
I ain't nothing that's over with no N. My name ain't Nick.
Yeah.
If you ain't saying name, I don't want to hear the N out your
I'm
mouth.
in it and I ain't in it. So,
Like you will get hit immediately.
but what? Hey,
I'm
what
not-
about those? The
Strike
fires?
lightning on your ass.
Hey, the LA fires, man. Let's switch the topic. We know. Just don't say it.
Hey, wait, hold on, no. 4 extra. Please get this nigga.
Off the back. Nigga.
Get this nigga.
The bag.
I promise you, if it's on sports betting platforms, my nigga, I'll put my entire bankroll on you. I'll split it with
Bro,
you.
we'll make sure Adam got the
I
check.
swear to God. Show these niggas what's really good. Off the back.
Back,
Off
nigga.
the
You know what I'm saying?
motherfucking back, nigga.
Please.
That nigga.
You
That
know what I'm
nigga.
saying? Off the motherfucking back.
That
bro.
nigga don't understand what it is. He clearly ain't from around your streets for extra. Cause ain't no way y'all moving. Ain't no way y'all moving and letting white boys say nigga like
Niggas
that.
getting passed.
Shit.
Crazy.
I ain't never.
No, he didn't let him. He didn't let him say it.
No, we know he
The
didn't.
people
We're
around
saying
him.
the people
Oh, you
around.
talking about the people around him?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
That's a
Mhm.
weak ass set.
Yeah.
There ain't no putting
That
on
shit.
for that.
They were 60s.
You can't get it. I'm not.
Nip is turning in his grave. Let me tell you something right
Nigga.
now. Go to Luther. Switch to if I get
Big
pissed
homies,
off. I'm
so.
finna act like for extra, nigga.
We're the big homies.
Like, bro,
We're the big bro.
we allowing that?
So, here recently, it was Sunday. They banned TikTok. Monday came around. TikTok was reinstated.
Reinstated.
We had about 2 weeks overall, like knowing that the ban was coming and everything. They also got rid of CapCut.
I seen that.
If y'all didn't know,
I had it down.
I have a pro membership.
Nigga said I had a pro membership.
They canceled that motherfucker. I was like, did I do that? You know what I'm saying? But overall, I'll tell y'all a little bit about my experience with this whole shit, because it's probably a lot different than all y'all. Y'all still got TikTok on your phones? I don't.
You deleted it?
I deleted it. I deleted it as soon as that shit stopped working.
You needed space immediately.
No, I didn't need no space. I just
said,
fuck it. It's gone. I said it's out my life. It was tough to like.
You trying to get
Except-
that? You been trying to get that
Nigga.
bitch?
Did you delete the app or you deleted
I deleted the app.
Did you delete the
And it's
account?
not
My account's still alive.
It's not back in App Store though.
It's not in App Store.
He can't download it.
Oh,
nasty.
so y'all niggas has been
So
talking
it's
about.
not-
Y'all niggas was talking about trends. I'm sitting here like, nigga, what are y'all talking about?
These trends came out before the band, nigga.
They came out after the band.
No, they
Cause
didn't.
They ain't my time.
What they know about my brother?
That was
What you know about my brother?
Christmas.
How did you know about my brother? I will
My
fight you.
my
all
For
over my
You page is
brother.
full of LeBron edits.
The GOAT.
Fine shit.
fine shits.
and bullshit.
You got the OG algorithm.
You know what I'm saying? And my fine shit per scroll is high. You know what I'm saying? So, but now I ain't even got it. I ain't even got it. Oh, I'm hurting right now. But like, how do y'all feel about like it coming back? Cause like,
it was because of Trump.
don't
though,
have
wasn't
it.
it? The reason
He's
why it's
claiming
back?
it. He's claiming it.
Before we
He's
get into
claiming
that,
it.
before we
When-
get into that bullshit of a man,
All right.
my experience was I was like I wasn't really tripping
until you were like 2 days away.
when it first like went off. Like I was on it because I'm a nigga. As soon as I get on that stool, TikTok open. You know what I'm saying? I'm a nigga who be on the stool, so
Yeah.
TikTok open. I wasn't really tripping. 24 is crazy. I'm not all home.
Why you giving all home strays?
He's the baby. He had to get the straight. He's the youngest. No offense, all home.
My bad, Aunt. My bad, Aunt.
And then this nigga Junior running his goddamn
Hey,
mouth.
see, that was super Aunt.
This nigga, shut your ass up, baby. But that shit was dead. Brittany was tripping. She,
I
goddamn
feel
it,
like so many people.
she
were
kept
tripping.
she kept trying to get back on that bitch, and I was like, girl, it's gone. Like it's
gone.
okay. I wasn't gonna delete it, but I was like, I can't click on it. I wasn't tripping. As soon as I get to work, or as soon I went to the hospital,
Nigga said it's back.
got on the tool. No. I didn't. I was trying to get on that bitch. Like it was like I had just forgot what I had just
Subconsciously.
told myself.
Yeah.
Got on the toilet. Fuck. What am I supposed to do? I'm sitting on looking at what app. I don't got no games no more. Like TikTok took over my phone usage.
Type.
And then it was like I forgot about the shit. And I wasn't really tripping. Then it came back and it was like, okay, cool. It wasn't that long. Because I was also, again, dealing with some other shit. So I really wasn't even worried about my like TikTok. I was just, when I was on my phone, I was watching something most of the time. So like it was funny to watch everybody stress though. And the TikToks that came as soon as it was back up were hilarious. Seeing people talk about coming back to TikTok like, where you been? And like people just talking all the shit. People hearing about all the people who are non-American talking shit about America. Hearing about Red Note, shit like that. Seeing the TikToks talk about how people gonna be in Asia singing motherfucking Michael Jackson at the karaoke bar from Rush Hour. You remember when that nigga Chris Tucker was singing? They were talking about me and the karaoke joint trying to get TikTok back. So like the shit's just been funny for me on the return. You and a couple other people I've heard have deleted it. I didn't realize it was. So I'm glad I went at that point where I deleted it.
I'm okay with it, but I missed the fine shit.
100%.
Do y'all think that basically the reason for them deleting it was like because? No, I'm saying no, for real.
No.
Like,
That wasn't you. That was no.
No, I'm saying like was the reason justified? Basically, like did they have a good reason for deleting TikTok?
No.
It's too much new money.
No.
That's all it really was.
There
Too
was
many
not.
niggas
They
was
were
getting
saying that they
new
were
money.
giving-
It
like,
was no. It
what
was
were they
the
saying
no.
that-
That's all bullshit. It was the most American and capitalist reason ever. The shit was owned by China. Not a single piece was owned by America.
Yeah.
That ain't American. So until y'all give up partial ownership to some American company, you can keep that shit in China. That's how that shit went.
Mm-hmm.
And now when the shit's back, it's gonna be a 50% owner of probably one of the niggas who can afford it. So one of Trump's butt buddies, most likely. The issue that they were trying to tell people is that they were stealing everybody's information. But it's like, nigga, y'all are doing that. Y'all have been doing that. It ain't nothing new.
Honestly,
and if we're talking about it being made in China and shit, are we giving up the rest of our shit that we've taken from that we getting from them?
No.
Because TikTok ain't the only thing that's made in China.
Motherfucker probably from China.
Like,
But honestly,
what are
I
we talking
think-
about?
I think that they did that really because the people on TikTok were exposing stuff.
Exposing
Like-
shit and
like
making
as far
money,
as, like,
bro. I'm
yeah,
telling you, the
exposing
money
stuff
is
and making
really the
money
money.
off of it.
Because
That's
the
why I
the
feel
rich
like-
is really getting fucked. That's really what it is right now. The rich are taking L's off of things that they could be marking up higher. And obviously, it's already a lot of fucking inflation and shit like that on regular day items and shit. You can find a lot of things on TikTok a lot cheaper. And then not only that, but if you make a video showing that, like, this is the product that they're selling You make a commission, that's money in your pocket too. Then it's the lives, the gift giving and shit like that.
The amount of
It's
people who
too
follow you can
much
get you into
new money
Mm-hmm.
going to niggas that don't have established like wealth.
Status.
Yeah, status, and they want to limit that. At least like they're not. It's not going to be put out there like
I want
that.
to govern it.
But that's essentially
And they want to
what it's.
govern it to the niggas who they know are getting the money, which are not niggas who look like us, brethren.
And on TikTok, it was too many people who was making money off that shit. So it had to be governed. And the excuse that they had for that shit was, you can say basically in America, post 9/11, if something is a national security risk, it's going to get through. It's going to happen. Like, when they said that TikTok was a national security risk because China, right, could take Americans' data, they knew that shit was going to get through the House, the Senate, and the Supreme Court with flying colors. And of course, the executive branch, the president, was going to say, yeah, national security risk. Because when you say that, that's the code word for red, white, and blue. Hey, we got to fall in line. Like, the other countries are trying to take what a lot of power the U.S. has. So we got to make sure we capture that shit back. And that's what they felt like TikTok was taken away from them. The frustrating part of that shit is that we was like, oh no, TikTok is the one app where we feel like we have control. We feel like we can make a little bit of money. We feel like we can get some followers real quick. Like, it's not super hard like it is on other apps.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Like
It ain't
TikTok,
nothing to follow
TikTok,
somebody
bro,
new.
Like, you can hop on a trend for real, like this Mufasa trend, bro. If it was 2 years ago, nigga, I would have been had 7,000 followers on this bitch, just running this bitch back 3 times, right? It's not the same no more, right? But so that democratic method of like anybody can go viral, anybody can get famous real quick off TikTok. They was like, nah, this shit can't go like this, because Zuckerberg don't like that on his apps, Facebook and Instagram and Meta's overarching thing. So they had to be like, no, this is a national security threat. To basically force what Tevin was talking about, that like it has to be an American owner, so that at least an American is the one that's owning this shit, and thus all of the fucking oligarchs, the people who are already hella fucking rich in the United States, are the ones who are also profiting off of this shit, instead of just people in Asia profiting off of this shit. That's what this shit was really all about. So it's literally just to say, like, all you regular folk in the U.S., nah, bro, y'all can't get a little bit of coin. It ain't even all that much coin.
Yeah,
like, some niggas was making
it's
a good
not
amount of
crazy.
money, but most niggas was making, a couple hundred a month. Maybe they was making like a little, like, they could live off this shit. 50,000.
2022 niggas was making crazy bread off of it, just off of creator search type shit. But then they remodeled the payouts and everything like that, and yeah, niggas is making
different.
chump change.
It's
like
regular.
Yeah,
But like it's better than YouTube.
facts.
It's show
A lot
Facebook
easier.
and Instagram and shit. You know what I'm saying? So this shit just got real fucking like, nah, all y'all fucking care about is the people who own this shit making as much money as possible. And what got frustrated about the shit is that we thought that TikTok was like, oh yeah, y'all want everybody to succeed. But when in reality, Biden fell in line with all of Congress, Republicans and Democrats, who said this is a national security risk. That nigga aligned himself with Trump, who was like, hey, I want to be the hero. I want everybody to like me. He fell in line with that shit and said, we're going to shut this bitch down for about 11 hours or so. Less than a day. Right?
Let them niggas
And
fiend.
then we gonna say Trump is the reason that this shit is coming back in stock, right? To trump up support, pun not intended, for Donald fucking Trump on this fucking app. And the reality is that the people who own TikTok, who making all the profits off of TikTok, they don't give a fuck about people. What they give a fuck about is their bottom line, about their own profit. And Trump is saying, I'm the one who cares about y'all making the most amount of profit. And that's what happened. So it's like, it's fucked up because, like, yeah, we still got TikTok, which for a lot of people was their favorite app. But it's like you only have that shit because people sold out to Trump, who a lot of us do not fuck with.
And don't remember that he was the one that was really pushing that shit
He was
off
the
rip.
OG who was
Oh,
like, we need to ban this
did
shit.
y'all
'cause we don't
see-
fuck with China.
Did y'all see the video of Snoop Dogg
Trump coin.
when he said, "Oh man, if you messing with Trump, this and that," and then he went back on himself and he started messing. Didn't he do something with Trump?
He performed.
Or he
Him,
performed? Yeah.
Soldier
Him
Boy,
and Rick Ross.
Him, Soldier Boy, and Rick
Yeah.
Ross.
Yeah. Well, how
That
do y'all
was-
feel
that was
about Snoop Dogg? There was some
Bullshit.
Those are
some
Tevin.
girl on social media talking about, man, y'all messing with Trump, man. Forget y'all. I can't believe you went back and on your word.
He was
Like,
explaining,
Look, you need to look at fucking Tevin, bro.
you said
Those
what?
are Tevin's favorite artists.
Whoa, wowzers. So,
This
weed
nigga-
every
this-
day.
Tevin be the main one saying fuck Trump, right? Tevin love them niggas, Luther. Ask about him.
But how do y'all feel about
I
that?
did.
though?
not
About
at all.
Snoop going back.
Tevin, ask
I
him,
did.
How do you feel like?
You're right.
How do you feel about that?
They're sellouts. I did love Rick
You feel like
Ross.
Snoop Dogg is a sellout?
Yes. But Snoop Dogg had already been on
For
my
the
shit.
bag, though. It was for the bag.
Fuck that bag. Snoop Dogg had already been on my shit list because of the shit with Kendrick and Drake. So like that was already like up in the air. Like not necessarily that I, but I was like, nigga,
Tevin a Riverside nigga for real.
like nigga, you acting
Shout
weird.
out Cartina.
Quit acting like that. Rick Ross kind of threw me in a little bit of a loop. It makes sense. I didn't think that he was above it by any stretch of the imagination. I just wasn't. Especially with all that shit you was just talking about, Drake, fucking white boy, all that shit. It's like
been the popo.
now. So, and that's the other thing. It just hasn't been to that sort of level. But it's like, yeah, I'm not fucking with that. And Soldier Boy is Soldier Boy. I was
Soldier Boy, honest, like you didn't really do no wrong. I ain't gonna
What
cap.
else was he
Like,
supposed to do?
He said, "Come on, Kamala Harris ain't pay me." He
I,
said,
like
"Barack
we know
Obama
why
ain't
Soldier
pay
Boy was
me."
there. It wasn't because he support.
Only because I be like watching.
Soldier Boy there just
For real,
for
though.
the money.
You seen him with the
Young
with the
Draco
big
just dropped the
little
album, so I know he was ready to
bands.
go do that. He was like, "I'm at the inaugurate." He's probably going crazy.
Come on now.
So that,
But
but
the
like,
other Snoop
yeah,
really
there's
Was he
a
the first
curveball.
rapper to get
Sellouts.
to receive money from Trump?
OT7 Kwani.
But
Soldier Boy's the first rapper to ever
no,
receive
Lil
funds
Wayne
from
had
Trump.
to have gotten paid from that nigga. So did Travis Scott, I bet. But that's besides the
I'm
point.
just talking shit because you know how
Or
he'd be like,
A$AP.
I'm the first rapper to
No,
do
yeah.
this and that.
But that's the other thing with Snoop.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
the other thing with Snoop that's fucking pissing me off is that he did say all that shit and do all that shit the first time. Talk about I'm waiting for the first nigga to perform for Trump. That I'm gonna call that nigga son. I'm gonna bitch.
Come on now.
I still fuck with you, Snoop.
Bitch.
I know
I
it was
don't.
for the bag.
Any nigga, and really, that nigga YG up for debate too with his funky ass. And you was the main nigga talking about fuck Donald Trump. Now you on some. He might not be, bro. Fuck. I don't give a
Oh, yeah,
fuck.
Miles wasn't
If
lying.
you
Hey,
if
he
you
really do
supporting
gotta-
if you supporting Trump, I'm not fucking with you. That's just really where I'm at, bro. Like I'm not. That ain't me. That ain't for me. That ain't.
Especially
Nah.
hey, whenever it's somebody that go out of their way to try to have a conversation with you about Trump, I ain't gonna lie. I know them niggas is not for me. Straight up.
Me and
Hey,
Tim had
like,
been cornered
I do
in a
not-
parlor, bro.
Yeah.
Let me tell you about this motherfucking story. Let me tell you about this shit, bro. So, like, listen, y'all see the hoodie I'm wearing, right? Like, niggas who know me know where I stand on most shit, right? Right?
Yeah.
Yes.
You know,
For sure.
you know what I feel about politics. I'm a very political ass nigga, right? All right. But when I'm trying to go out for a drink to a bar, I'm really just trying to go out for a drink to a bar. Like I'm trying to watch sports or I'm trying to listen to some good music. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to support a DJ, a local artist, whatever the fuck it is, right? So, whenever I get encountered with an overly political conversation that I know I'm not trying to have, because I know I'm not trying to get upset, I know I'm not trying to just blast a nigga, I know I'm not trying to just,
I don't really want to explain myself.
I don't want to have to be like, these are the 17 reasons why you're wrong and the sources that I have for it. Because I don't got the energy for all that no more. You know what I'm saying? But it just, for whatever reason, I feel like I'm a magnet for that shit. I feel like I'm a magnet for ignorance. So, Me and Tevin at the parlor. Well, shout out to the parlor. You know what I'm saying? One time, like y'all got a good happy hour, a good $5 beer in the shop. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Sponsor us.
6'10" type shit. I'm with you.
We
Locked
was
in.
there one time at the bar upstairs, bro, minding our own black ass business. These two other people was over at the bar, maybe I don't know, 6 seats down from us. What'd you say?
Yeah,
That's fair. Okay.
about 6 seats.
Me and Tevin minding our fucking business, talking about who knows what. I don't know, LeBron. We was talking about traveling. I don't know. Whatever the fuck men talk about at bars, okay? Tevin goes to the bathroom, comes back and says, this dude won't leave me alone. I said, what you talking about? Tevin said, this nigga keep following me. I said, so I'm trying to give him a card, but I don't got one. I say, well, I got a card, I got you. So I'm thinking it's harmless.
Because the nigga addressed me in the bathroom. I got my dick out at a urinal, and the nigga's trying to have a conversation with me about politics and shit. I don't got this information on me right now, brother. You gonna have to talk to my boss.
You did that shit while you was taking a piss?
So
While
he
I
throw it
was
back on
taking
me.
a
Y'all
piss.
motherfuckers weird,
That's what I'm
bro.
saying.
Go get on some hoes. God damn.
Man, he
After
gonna
you
come
approach
sit
me like
right-
that, I'm
there
telling
was
you,
a-
hey,
There was a
respectfully,
stall
bro,
in between y'all. He gonna come right next to you while you taking a piss. Like, bro, like
That shit I can't stand
Bro,
off rip
what?
anyways. Regardless of a fucking combo.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm
there's
like,
3
bro,
fucking urinals, bitch. Go to the other
stall
one.
that-
open. There's
at
a
that-
hole.
I don't
Hey,
care if it's lower or not.
With a
Hey,
stall,
add that,
like,
add
where you
that,
can close
add
the
that
door
to the,
open.
add
You
that
know,
to the list. Don't blow smoke in my face.
Oh, God, bro.
Nigga,
and don't
don't be
take
saying
the
nigga
piss
if
right
you
on-
not a nigga. Don't come stand next to me
Right
in the
next
damn
to
urinal.
So Tevin comes back and is like, let me get a card. So I get this nigga a card. And he said, what's your name? I said, oh, we about to have a whole conversation. So we have a whole motherfucking
He's
conversation.
clearly Hispanic.
And he's clearly trying to take an effort. And long story short, bro, he's really trying to fucking convince me and Tevin as a Latino man, right? Why he's voting for Trump and why he shouldn't vote for Kamala Harris. And me and Tevin are not going for that shit, bro. Me and Tevin are like, look, I don't love Kamala Harris myself. I don't love the Democratic Party myself. But as a fucking black man, bro, not a chance in fucking hell.
Yeah.
I'm ever fucking voting for Donald J. Trump, bro.
Yeah.
So we of course, that shit is not a 2-minute conversation, right? That shit is a fucking 45-minute conversation. We sitting in parlor. Instead of me going
And make you want to go to a whole nother bar.
nigga, I could have been at Apple. I could have been at Good Times. I could have been at Edna's. You know
Real
what I'm saying?
shit.
I could have been at what's your favorite bar? I could have been anywhere.
Any of
Anywhere.
them.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Anywhere.
Yeah.
I could have been anywhere, but instead, I'm sitting at the party and I'm talking with this man about fucking Donald Trump, bro. And I'm trying my hardest not to click. And I don't even know why we really started this story, but this shit got me hot again because it's like I don't want to waste my fucking time when I'm in public trying to have a good time, trying to forget about the world for real for 15 fucking minutes, remembering this fuck ass orange nigga.
And you, as a person who's directly being harmed by the bullshit that this nigga's trying to do, is coming trying to explain to me why you think your vote was smart. I already get tired of niggas in my friend group trying to explain to me, bitch, I don't even know you.
You got morals? That's where I be every time.
You're telling me your parents aren't legal citizens here, and you talking about you voting for Donald Trump?
Wicked.
And that's that type of shit that be blowing my motherfucking mind.
Brain rot.
I don't give a fuck how much, and that's my thing. If you voted for Donald Trump and you are a person of color or a minority, you're misogynistic. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck what you telling me. I don't give a fuck what policy. No, you just don't like women. Like that's it. That's it. That's all. If you telling me you voted for Donald Trump, I don't care what you talking about, bro. You're misogynistic. How you a person of color and you vote for Donald Trump? How you a person of color voting?
I definitely didn't vote for him.
That bitch. Let me tell you something. I'm not fucking with that man. Okay, I'm not fucking with nothing that got to do with
Did
that
they
man.
say like he made like an app or something to find like specific Like people that were like illegal or whatever. Or like he's got a team. He's got a team.
That
like,
nigga started today, phase
what did he
one.
do?
That
Did he do
nigga started
something?
today,
What
phase
was it?
one. He went into 6 major cities and he's trying to start deporting people.
Yeah. Okay.
Phase 2 starts in like 3 weeks. He is going from house to house, business to business.
You talking about what he said? He said he was gonna do. He has a task force being created for trafficking.
Yeah.
That's what he. That's what you. That's what that is.
Oh, that.
That's something we gotta see. I don't know.
Fuck him and his task force and all the shit that he do. I don't give a fuck about that man. We need to find a GoFundMe for the nigga who shot. That's what we need to find. I need to find that nigga.
He dead.
Yeah, that nigga should have popped better. God damn it.
Nigga should have had a better sensei.
Nigga didn't play enough video games growing up. Anyway,
Shit,
we
he didn't
gonna-
play enough.
Before I get too crazy, let me get. It was a great. It was listen, Big Lou. It's always a pleasure to have you.
Yes, sir.
It's always
Big
a
Lou,
pleasure
baby.
to have the man who don't be in front of the camera.
This is Trey's first time in
That's
front
what
of
I'm
the
saying.
camera.
Yeah,
How
yeah.
y'all feel about him?
This is
Let us know in the
great.
comments.
I would love to
It's
know.
great to see a new face in a new place.
Yeah.
The conversations are always great. If you don't know, now you know. Oh, also, I don't ever want to leave my nigga out. My nigga's not here right now because we working on times. But my nigga's going through law school, Mr. Aham Carter.
Yes, sir.
Y'all put y'all's prayers up to my boy. He already passed first semester, getting through that first year. He gonna be a lawyer by the end of this. But if you don't know, now you know, nigga.
Nigga.
Nigga.